WCBS-FM HD2, New York. Don.
Where do we stand on sus?
Hahn.
It's lame. It needs Viagra.
And Rosenberg.
I'm going to lift my shirt up, take my pants down, and shake it all around. This isn't North Dakota. This is New York.
This is Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
The best threesome I've ever heard.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
3 o'clock in the big city with Don LaGreca and Peter Rosenberg. I'm Alan Hahn. 800-919-3776 is the number. Don LaGreca now in Pittsburgh with the Devils. How was it back in the saddle last night after a couple of weeks off, Donnie?
Oh, it felt great. Like a couple. It was almost 3.
Yeah.
But kind of the same old for the team.
Can't score.
It was crazy. I felt like I was at a Ranger game. Everybody was like wearing the USA jerseys, so the red, white, and blue. Oh, wow. I haven't mentioned nobody's. The only time you're allowed to come into the Rock wearing red, white, and blue jersey. The energy was fantastic. I thought the Devils did a great job with the ceremony, and Jack grabs the mic, and I thought he said all the right things about the state, about being an American.
Yeah.
And then I thought it was a great touch bringing Tage Thompson on the ice too, his teammate. For Team USA.
Oh, that's cool.
That was a really cool touch, and really just pitch perfect all around. And we're talking to Sheldon Keefe, the head coach of the Devils today, and he's like, you don't realize how difficult that is for an athlete. I mean, you guys are used to grabbing a mic and talking. For an athlete to just grab a microphone in front of 16,000, 17,000 people and speak from the heart like that, and he almost broke down. Like, that's how emotional he was. It was great. The energy was fantastic, and then they went on to just not score, which is a problem.
Well, that's the unfortunate.
For them all year long. Now officially they're 31st in goals and 32nd in goals per game. So the break didn't seem to help them at all, but it was a fun game. Good to get back in the saddle, and all anybody wanted to talk about was that game on Sunday and the emotions and everything. So it was really cool. And I'd be very interested to see tonight how the Pittsburgh fans here react to Jack, right? I mean, it's a divisional opponent.
I'd expect the same. I'd expect a lot of love.
I would think so, right?
Yes.
Because one of the reporters here in Pittsburgh said that when Ryan Miller came back from the Olympics a few years ago, I'm trying to think I guess he was still a Sabre, and the fans gave him a rousing ovation. Yeah, it was 2010. So it was right after they lost in Vancouver, got the silver medal, and the fans appreciated the opposing goaltender. I think they're going to appreciate Jack and the goal that he scored here in Pittsburgh, and it should be a fun atmosphere. And with the Devils, it looks like they're not going to go to the playoffs, but at least I think the rest of the season, that'll be kind of the vibe everywhere they go on the road, and how he'll be received and all that.
You know what's a sort of like sneaky thing I don't think we've really discussed coming out of the Olympics with regard to Jack is that, like, he's obviously been the young star of this team now for a while, but now, we blink and he's in his mid-20s. He's not a total kid anymore. From the last couple of weeks, and really the last week, he's found his voice in terms of, like, feeling comfortable getting a mic thrown in his face in a big moment and, like, really talking. I just wonder whether this sort of – and then the fact that he did what he did, which is have the biggest moment of his career, even though it's not in the NHL. Mm-hmm. Like, Don, I just wonder whether this changes him from a leadership standpoint on this team sort of in a way that's intangible moving forward.
It's a great point because, listen, I just got to know him this year becoming the television voice. He's always been somewhat soft-spoken. And just because you scored the biggest goal ever doesn't mean you're ready for this moment as far as how you're going to handle yourself moving forward. If you choose to get into radio or television or choose to get into politics, you do that because you know you can handle these moments. 30 seconds before that goal was scored, if he's in the box and Canada scores on the power play and they lose,
he's the GOAT.
Yep. He's the GOAT, and nobody's going to want to talk to him, and nobody's going to care.
Dude, think about that.
Different places.
Do you realize how, like, that's like one of those Back to the Future moments? That's one thing that completely changes your life.
Everything. And now it changes to the point of not just, as you said, maybe becoming more of a leader and trying to gain some momentum. He had a great play at the end of the game, and it just, unfortunately, the shot was blocked by Byram. It would have been amazing had it tied the game. And he's exhausted, still played over 20 minutes. That's the hockey part of it. But now just, having to grab a mic and talk to the crowd. And I'm sure once the Devils return home, we'll go to St. Louis on Saturday, and then they're going to have a 7-game homestand. And that's where I think you're going to start to see him making the appearances and getting asked more questions. Already, traveling with the Devils guys there's more people around the team asking players, asking the coach about the Olympics. It's become a thing. And now he's got to be the face of that. And he's going to grow up pretty fast, for sure, having to deal with stuff like that. So I'll be anxious to see how this all gets handled and if the Devils can, take advantage of it on the ice. But certainly this is a great player that has now been thrust into a spotlight that very few hockey players have ever been in. Very few athletes have been in. And and I think he has handled it terrific, because then there's also the political aspect of it, and I think he handled that all well, addressed the women winning the gold medal last night. So he can't afford to make too many mistakes here, because everybody in the world's watching.
Yeah, he's under the microscope.
He's been pitch perfect.
One more Jack question.
Yes.
He doesn't score the goal. Werenski scores, or whoever. Like, are any of them getting exactly what he's getting because they scored the game winner, or is it also because he is who he is, what he looks like, how he's come along, or would any one of them who scored the game-winning goal immediately be in the exact same situation Jack is in?
Like, because he looks Americana?
A little bit.
He's got obviously he's got leading role kind of looks.
Was he number one overall to the Devils?
Number one pick.
Yes.
Number one overall. He was 18.
Yeah.
He's in a major market. He's a good-looking kid.
Yeah, he's got a brother on the team. He's got a brother in Minnesota playing amazing.
Like, was it the perfect storm that's making him this big? You know what I'm saying, Don? Or would any of them gotten this treatment?
Well, I think it depends on, the personality and the story behind it. There's a story behind there. His mom being involved in athletics, and the fact that and that she was working with the women's team. Father, growing up as a coach. Two brothers in the NHL, and the potential of them all playing on the same team. So there's a story. I mean, if Brady Tkachuk had scored the goal, there's a story there, too.
Oh, yeah.
His dad's Keith Tkachuk and what he did with the Four Nations and all that. There's a story behind it. But you're right. Werenski scores. There's the same story. I mean, he's one of the best defensemen in the NHL, but I don't know if there's a story, if there's a background. So there's a couple of guys, I think, that if they score that goal, if Austin Matthews had scored it, I think it would have probably been very similar. Top pick, big-time player. Kid born in San Francisco, raised in Arizona. There's a story there.
Yep.
Everything has to have a story, and it just feels like Jack has a story. He's got the look. He's got the personality. The personality that is like perfect for me is it's not overly aggressive, not overly opinionated, but also he'll say things too. So there's that perfect storm as well, where I think it was a perfect storm for Team USA in the sport of hockey that it was Jack that scored the goal.
Yeah, and I'm with Peter in the way, like, I'm curious to see what this does for his stardom, because look, if he played, we all know this. If he played for the Rangers, he'd already probably be a bigger star in the market. But now that he's more of like he's known now around the country, people know the name, they know who he is, they know what he looks like. It will help if he can now lead the Devils to winning, because that now takes it to another level, right? Now, does it happen this season? Who knows? But if it happens in the next year or two, he would become one of the biggest names in this market if that can happen, because it's like, again, Messier came in as his reputation preceded him. He was a name. Brand names are, are everything sometimes. Everybody wants a piece of you. And so that's what I'm watching now over the next year or two is, like, does he now go from this to then turn it into big success, team success, and as a leader?
And also just being treated like that dude on the team.
He's always going to be treated now, from forever now.
It's just like you're a different guy now.
Yeah.
It's so, isn't that crazy? Like, I would just be curious to ask him right now, do you literally feel different the second you walk in the locker room? Or, I mean, they're always going to say no. We're all brothers. But like, he's different. It's crazy. It's
but
just different.
I guess when you come in as the first overall pick and you're considered the best player, I mean, it does set up that you were kind of special to begin with.
For sure, but you stay a kid.
Right.
In the NHL, though, you can be a star and a kid for a while.
Yep.
Yeah,
people haven't called Sidney Crosby Sid the Kid for a while in a real way.
Right, he's got gray hair now, which kind of blew me away.
Crazy,
it's bad enough
right?
to see Ovechkin basically, he's got hair like me, but like to see salt and pepper hair out of Crosby,
I know.
it's a gut punch for
when he was standing there when they were handing out the medal. That's the first thing I said to my wife. I said, "My God, Sid's got gray hair now." Like,
well,
crazy.
let's put this in perspective, right? Like Nancy and the kids really got into the figure skating.
Yep.
And so Nancy figured, I'll go
No pun
and
intended.
get tickets to when they come to the Prudential Center or whatever, because they always do that, right? Like after the Olympics.
Oh,
Yeah, they go on tour.
Hot.
Sure.
and
immediately.
and you can't get a ticket. Because once you do things in the Olympics, man, it just hits different. It's special, like no other sporting event. Because you get the average people watching that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so funny because no one, like everyone's such a fraud. None of us really talk about it. Then all of a sudden it happens, and people end up turning on the TV every night. And before you know it,
if you want, everybody has something to say about it,
Yeah.
which is what makes a compelling moment. Now, Vic in Hasbrook wants to tell us what got him into this story. Vic,
Yeah, so what's up, fellas?
what's up?
I'm not a big hockey guy, but let me tell you, we're living in an era where athletes are such prima donnas, flopping, everything. This dude got his teeth knocked out, and he came back into the game, scored the winning goal. I think if he didn't have his tooth knocked out, like that was the draw for me.
the
Like,
truth adds to
hockey
it.
players
For sure.
are. Yeah, the tooth was like, dude, the hockey players are really the toughest athletes in the world. Like no doubt about it. And that's what I think his stardom came from.
Yeah,
That's a good one, Vic. You know, it's funny,
such a
too,
good
Don.
point.
You take a quote-unquote pretty boy, knock his teeth out, have blood on his face, scores the game-winning goal, it almost makes him more attractive.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
It's
Because every time he smiled, and if you saw – Don, did you notice last night he wouldn't smile? He wouldn't open-mouth smile?
No.
He when he was smiling, he kept his lips together, almost like I know what it looks like.
And-
I'm not.
yeah. I've had enough. I've seen enough pictures now.
And Alan and I, being hockey guys, we don't blink at stuff like that because we've
Yeah.
known that. We've seen that.
Yeah.
But for somebody that's a casual fan like the caller, you know, we don't just say it for sake of saying it. The hockey players are a different breed, man. And in the era of load management and me, and I'm not going to play with injuries, and if I'm not starting, I'm not departing kind of thing. And meanwhile, this guy gets his teeth broken. It's not even a thing. It's not even a thing. You know, and he goes out there and just adds to the mystique of it to tell you how much these guys are laying it out on the line. And the biggest win, I think, too, is for the Devils organization itself, because a lot of shine's going to be on them, and hopefully they take advantage of it. And God love Lou when he was here, Lou Lamoriello, and the team doesn't win 3 Stanley Cups without him. He would have shut a lot of this down. This organization, this ownership, Pete Albizzi's a great PR director, and Nick Blackman, they know how to take advantage of this without it being too much. But you've got to be able to take advantage of having a spotlight on you. This is a franchise that it's so hard to work with so many professional teams in New York, and it's been a long time since they've won. So, you know, the game was sold out last night. I wouldn't be surprised if the rest of the games for the rest of the season are sold out, just to get a glimpse of him and to take advantage of that. So you're going to see a lot of Jack. I don't think he probably passed out after the game last night. And give credit, not only did he played over 20 minutes. Tage Thompson played, Austin Matthews played. So all those guys played that I saw.
Right.
The goaltenders didn't, but a lot of the guys still came back and played. So once he gets his sleep and gets his bearings, it's back to business as usual. But there'll be a lot of things he's going to have to do in the meantime.
Well, that part of it, yes. I just think it was beneficial to the Devils to have a home game right away, too. Have that initial, right? So you don't have to wait like a week before you play at home or anything like that.
Yeah, it would have been nice to come out with some spark when you actually play the game. But
would
either
have helped to get a goal or two.
goals.
Listen, I don't want to get too in the weeds on, the Devils' problems, but damn, they just can't score.
Can't score.
I'll sum it up this way.
Who had the breakaway?
Well, there's two. Heischer had a breakaway.
Heischer,
Brad had
right.
a breakaway. They had 2 breakaways, Peter. Didn't get a shot on goal on either.
Didn't shoot it.
That's unusual. I will say this right now. I've been watching hockey for roughly 40 years, 40.
Right.
The no shot on a breakaway is not common.
Yeah,
Rare.
just missing the net. It's in there. There's just too many skilled players to be this poor offensively. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, well.
we'll see. We'll see tonight. Pittsburgh getting the best arena to do a radio show. Silence is golden here. Love it.
Wait, back to back?
What do you mean?
I thought you have a game tonight?
Yeah,
Back to back right out of the gate?
right out of the gate.
I thought you were there and then you got a game tomorrow.
No, we got a game. We're playing tonight.
Back to back.
And then
Ready
we
for
go
action.
to St. Louis. Day off in St. Louis. Can't think of a better city to have a day off.
Right.
And then a 4 o'clock local start Saturday. So 5 o'clock Eastern. So 3 games and 4 nights right out of the box.
Boy, they really.
No, but again,
Schedule maker really knows
this is
how
the
to-
Olympic thing, man.
I
is
know.
that the condensed schedule, and that's where you feel it, right? You come out of a break and bang, 3 games in 4 nights. It's crazy.
But this leads to, and we'll get to what we wanted to get to, I promise. But it leads me to something on Get Up this morning that was discussed. And with that in mind, Don, is Jay Will and I had it out on Get Up this morning.
Well, you fight with everybody. on Get Up.
All right.
I love it.
Because you know
Calm
what?
down.
If I'm here for the smoke, number one. Number two, I love Jay Will. But he said something that even Greeny was flipping out about.
Oh no.
So I guess SGA sat out last night. So that whole Detroit Thunder game, meaningless.
It was a good game, though.
Yes, but they were missing 5 of their top 6 scores. It's a joke. So anyway, so he's now I think 6. If he misses 6 more games the rest of the season, he won't be eligible for MVP.
Wow.
Jokic, 1 more game, he's not eligible, right? So Jay is saying 65-game demand that they have to be eligible for postseason awards. He feels it's unnecessary. He doesn't understand why. He thinks they should get rid of it. Now, understand.
He doesn't understand why.
I trust me. And then he said, "You understand how hard it is on today's players."
Oh, come on.
And how difficult it is that it's a faster game and it's these soft tissue injuries like we've never seen before. And I looked at him and I go, Jay, they're asking you. Think about this. They're asking you not to play the whole season like Michael Jordan did almost every year he won MVP.
Mm-hmm.
I think every year he won MVP. They're asking you, could you just, if you're going to miss time, 20% of the season we'll give you. 20%.
And that's not enough.
And it's not enough. And he's like, well, if he only plays 64 games, so he can't get MVP. Yeah, you have to have a benchmark at some point.
Well,
so
you got to
so
stop
this is
it.
what blows my mind. So we were just talking about hockey, and again, the schedule's tight this year. It's very similar to NBA with these back-to-backs. These guys coming off of what they came off of emotionally, and every single one of them were in the lineup, and nobody would have blinked an eye if they just said, we're going to take 1 game. We just need to, reacclimate, time zone, whatever it is you want to say. Nobody would have blinked an eye. But they all played. And I'm talking to Jay about NBA guys that want to win MVP, most valuable player of the league. And you know what? I think it's unfair to ask them to play 65 games.
Just unfair. And the other thing, too, that I think
so
would be a huge debate is they all, to a man, the game's harder today than it was back then.
Oh, yeah, they keep saying that.
All right, fine. Maybe it is a little faster because I just think that's the way I think hockey is faster in a lot of ways.
All the sports are faster.
But I didn't have to worry about, a razor blade elbow from Malone in the blocks or getting, a hard foul knocked into the third row.
Right. From
Because
Bill
Pat
Laimbeer.
Riley would tell you, if you get fouled out, make that last foul count, make it hurt.
Yeah, or both you hit them. They can only call one of them.
So, yeah, you might have to run up and down the court faster, but still there's times they take the breaks. But it's not nearly as physical as it was back in the day. And if you really want to go deep, when these guys were flying commercial and all,
That's what Greeny. So Greeny told this story. It was great. He intercepted because normally he lets the analysts go back and forth.
That's why he's the best.
But Greeny jumped in on this one because he couldn't help it.
Okay.
And he's like, oh, and then I'm like, oh, here he goes. So I stepped aside, go Greeny, you cook. And he said, because you remember he started out as a reporter traveling around with the Chicago Bulls, and so he said, I was once in an airport at a Cinnabon, and standing in line with me was John Stockton and Karl Malone. Why were they at a Cinnabon? They were getting breakfast. Where were they going? They were getting on a commercial flight to play in a game that night. He's like, so don't tell me how hard it is for players to. And then I just chimed in. I said, maybe there's not enough massage therapists traveling with teams these days. Maybe we need more.
That's the thing. Do you have your own massage therapist?
It's a team unto itself, which good for them.
Yeah.
You can get it, great.
No, you should have it. Great.
But don't tell me it's harder today.
And listen, we've all flown charter because Peter's experiencing it now with the WWE.
I mean, every once in a while.
It's not terrible, right?
Well, but you've experienced.
I have.
And it's not
all
terrible.
right?
It's not terrible.
I got to tell you, it is the closest thing to teleportation. You don't even know you're on a plane.
Beat me up, Scotty.
Now, the only difference is you still have to get – it takes as long to get there as it does any other plane. The planes aren't faster, although sometimes it feels like they are. But it's the way you get on the
travel
food that you're served.
You're
everything's taken care of for you.
It's so different.
It's not a thing. Like any time you get on a flight, commercial, there's always that sense of anxiety because all they do is remind you from the second you go through security till the plane lands that you could die. And in case you don't die, here's all the things you can do to avoid death.
Yeah. Now, but it may happen. You may die anyway. So just here's what to be heads up about.
Right.
And
if you're going to die, just make sure.
Grab this mask for a minute.
Make sure that your seatbelt is fastened.
Right.
And your table is fastened.
And don't be leaning back when you die.
So
we don't want that.
So that you're not that far from the seat when we're collecting the bodies out. All right? And the flotation device that is your seat, it could be your body floating in it because they couldn't save you.
Yeah.
Constant reminder, which creates the anxiety and all that, and the all that's taken out. So these athletes are flying as gracefully as anybody has ever been transported in their lives.
Not even
stop
close.
it.
There's also the anxiety of being with strangers in this little germ incubator, rather than you're with a team. Everybody, everybody. Everybody's chill. And then on top of it, I'll tell you this experience that I had because I've told you before. That first year that I covered the Islanders, they flew commercial.
Yeah.
It was before Charles Wong was an owner, and they were extremely
to do it.
cheap. So they were flying, and I'll never forget this moment on takeoff on a commercial flight with the team. The whole team's on this thing too. And do you remember Eric Cairns?
Oh, sure.
Big dude, 6'6", big strapping guy, right? Guy like him should be in exit row.
Thank you.
Strange
It
was definitely a strange pull.
You did the right thing.
Don would remember Eric Cairns because he was a tough guy, a great teammate. Every one of his teammates loved him. He deserved exit row. You had to get him that because of his size. I kid you not. On takeoff, we're on this plane. I forget the airline. The back of his seat gives out.
No.
He falls backwards into the lap of somebody behind him. Now, as you know, when you take off, G-forces are pulling you which way? Backwards.
Sure.
He can't sit up.
No.
He's trying to, but the G-forces aren't allowing him. So imagine someone screaming because this 250-pound man is in his lap. And he can't get up, and he can't push him up. And
your core can't be strong enough.
I am a professional hockey player, and I'm on this commercial flight with this broken chair and this idiot screaming behind me, and I can't do one sit-up. Can't do it. I felt he was so embarrassed and
meanwhile,
frustrated and like, what am I doing here?
Instead of saving him, I'm sure the flight attendant came over and said, your seat's supposed to be in a straight upright position. We're on takeoff here.
Sir,
what are we doing?
Up, please. So, when we talk about the difference between this era and past eras, please spare me the they have it harder.
How about that?
Today.
Listen, you know how I feel about Jay Will. That's a tough take, man.
But we have to be contrarians. We have to go against each other.
No, but
you know what he dropped on me? He dropped on me. Did you ever play 82 games in a season?
Here we go. But you know what?
I was like, oh man,
dude, you're not doing this in a barn. People are paying good money to see these athletes play.
Yeah.
And I think it's understandable sometimes. But you know what? I mean, I know the regular season is meaningless, but they still televise them. There's still a radio broadcast. Mm-hmm. There's still, between 15 and 20,000 people in the building every night to see it.
Mm-hmm.
So sorry if it's not that important to you, but it's important to a lot of other people.
And the money that we're talking about is family changing. Okay? I mean, This isn't the 70s where you had guys playing for $35,000. Now, granted, they were able to do cocaine at halftime, but still, they're making no money. And they didn't have to worry about fentanyl yet. The coke was good.
They weren't making any money, and they were losing their money because the coke cost a lot.
That's the thing. You are spending the money. Now, these guys, I don't want to be the old man. Like, I really don't.
But you will.
But for 82 games a year, to be expected to pour your heart out for $50 million, $30 million,
for
$20
maybe
million,
65 of them.
And to 65, 70
Just
of
give
them.
me 79, 80% of the games. I mean, and we don't. So I do not want to see them change this rule, but it's becoming a topic because it's like, oh my God, what if Jokic and SGA aren't eligible to be MVPs? What happens? The guy who earned it gets it.
That's correct,
and that's all that matters. All right, We have a big Shefty bomb that dropped today.
Oh, no.
Involving the Jets.
Yes.
And some other things about the Jets that might start putting the puzzle piece back together.
Hello.
And maybe, just maybe, some things are going into focus. And in that focus could be a Manning situation that you need to hear about.
Interesting.
That is coming up next. Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York. Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Rings End is your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. They're your store for quality with a full line of brilliant and durable Benjamin Moore paints. They're your store for inspiration with thousands of colors and a variety of sheens. And Rings End is your store for expertise with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. Insist on Benjamin Moore paint from Rings End because the gorgeous color you love can't be matched in another brand of paint.
Ever wanted to go to the NBA Finals? Well, now's your chance, courtesy of FanDuel. All you have to do is use your profit boost on an NBA future, and you'll be entered for a shot to win an NBA Finals trip for two. NBA futures let you lock in your pick for who you think's going to go all the way, whether it's a team to win the championship or a conference title. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started. So if you want to go to the NBA Finals, all you have to do is use your profit boost on an NBA future, and you'll be entered for a shot to win an NBA Finals trip for two. Play your game with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. No purchase necessary. Limit one entry for profit boost token. Opt-in required. Must apply profit boost token on select market. Restrictions do apply. See full terms including methods of entry at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
ZipRecruiter. Think premium meat has to come with a premium price? Not at Wild Fork Foods. You can get Brazilian beef tenderloin for only $10 a pound. Yes, $10 a pound. And Atlantic salmon portions for just $9.98 a pound. That's steakhouse and seafood house quality at home. Everything is blast frozen to lock in flavor and nutrients. You can shop one of their 7 locations or order online for same-day delivery. WildForkFoods.com. Wild Fork Foods. Quality meat. Wild prices.
Make cancer screening a part of your annual healthcare routine. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, cervical, prostate, colorectal, breast, and more. Regular cancer screenings could save your life by detecting cancer at its earliest, most treatable stages. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
And now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks a million, guys. Good afternoon. We're going to start off in Nassau County. Definitely want to stay away from the northern state westbound. Over by Shelter Rock Road, a big accident with a car that went off the roadway and hit a tree. Lots of police and ambulance on the scene. Only the center lane is getting by. Traffic is at a standstill from Willis Avenue. Better off using the westbound LIE heading into Queens. Belt eastbound, take it slow in Brooklyn right after Coney Island Avenue. Large pothole in the right lane. You're bumper to bumper there from the Verrazano. Heading over to the outbound George, best of it right now. Henry Hudson and southbound Egan. Inbound George, still have some road work on both the upper and lower decks, just about a 5-minute ride. Outbound Lincoln and Holland tunnels around 5 minutes each. This report is sponsored by the New York City Department of Transportation. Speeding ruins lives. Drivers, watch out for pedestrians and cyclists and slow your turns to less than 5 miles an hour. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at PrincetonJeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
There's a lot of reasons to buy, why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2026 Mazda CX-30 2.5 S-Select Sport all-wheel drive for $209 for 33 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for details. VIN TM105852. MSRP $29,530. Zero security deposit ends 3/2/26.
Little REO Speedwagon there, just for the, just to put along like as a bed for the read there, Don. Nothing.
It fit.
Nothing specific about it. Just
I love REO Speedwagon.
Keep on rolling.
Are they like good REO Speedwagon?
They're good's probably the right word. Good.
They're not great.
Like they're
right?
a solid.
High Infidelity
good.
is probably one of the biggest albums of the '80s.
Yeah,
monster album.
One after another. They must have. Would they have 3 big hits off that?
Yeah, 3 big hits. The '80s were pretty big for them.
Yes.
Borderline Hall of Fame.
A lot of hair.
Now,
it's just hair. Just all of them.
Now, speaking
Tons
of which, Don, have you seen the list? Of the new 2026 nominees?
You know what? I haven't. I saw Anthony when he sent us, the rundown, mentioned that it's something that happened. I did not get a chance to look at it. No.
You want me to throw it out right now?
I got a Shefty bomb.
Oh yeah.
Well, how big? Go ahead.
It's not nothing.
Okay.
You want to just do that, or do you want to do?
Give me the Shefty bomb.
You were shut down, Peter.
Yeah, he wants Shefty bomb.
Well,
let's see how it goes.
It was teased, was it not?
No, you got to honor it. You got to honor it.
No. Look. No. This is not. This is a democracy.
I'm uncomfortable.
If there's 2 of you that want to talk Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I'll lay out.
No, but you teased it already, and we don't want this to turn into Ron Guidry.
Right.
We talk about it for 3 weeks before we bring it up. So let's
really, it's true.
Let's get to the Shefty bomb.
I mean, there was a lot.
I'll honor this after. I'll get to this after.
Yeah, we got a long show.
Okay. Well, Adam Schefter today let us know that the Jets will be sending Jermaine Johnson to the Titans. Now, that's, of course, where Robert Saleh is. Saleh's the guy who drafted Jermaine Johnson. He loved him. And the Jets will be getting back a defensive tackle, a massive human being. Devondre Sweat.
Montez's brother? I'm guessing,
You're just guessing that?
I'm guessing.
You're going to drop that on me
I'm guessing those are the Sweat brothers.
All right. So this obviously this can't be done
sounds
until
like wrestlers, right?
Yeah.
Like a tag team. The
Sweat brothers.
Brothers? They got to be.
But this obviously won't be official until the new league year in March. But that's an interesting move, right? Because it's another one of Joe Douglas's draft picks that the Jets are moving on from. So why would you get a massive defensive tackle when you're playing 4-3? Well, they're not. They're playing 3-4.
Not related, by the way.
Okay, not related. So we can put that to rest. But what makes it interesting is it does kind of put into focus what they plan on doing at the number 2 pick, right?
Yes.
Because Arvell Reese now makes all the sense in the world. The linebacker from Ohio State who's considered the best edge rusher in the draft, and you put him on the other side of Will McDonald, then now you've got something with that massive defensive tackle in the middle. And that's part of what you would expect Aaron Glenn wants to do going forward, him and his unique skill set.
Well, I think congratulations are in order for Tremaine.
Because he got out?
Yes. And gets back to a guy who loves him.
So apparently one of the other draft picks almost got out. So Nate Taylor said that the Chiefs were close to getting Breece Hall at the trade deadline. So they almost moved him too. But they probably didn't get the price they wanted. I'm sure he was asking for multiple picks. And the Chiefs decided not to go in that direction. So he stays for now, and we'll see what they do with him. But here's where it really gets interesting because, okay, so now if we can guess, that's what we know what they're going to do at the number 2 pick in this draft, and that makes sense. But then there's Gary Myers, who will.
He's too old for the league, in my opinion.
He's not going to play.
No, it's too late.
He's not going to play. But he does have connections. And he said, I heard again this week that Arch Manning absolutely will not try to manipulate the draft like Uncle Eli did in 2004 to avoid playing for the Jets if they're in position to get him with the overall number 1 pick in 2027. He said, so relax, Jets Nation. So that's what then he adds at the end of this thing. The big question is whether Aaron Glenn gets a shot at year 3. So if you have that understanding that you don't have to worry about getting Peytoned by Arch Manning, because Peyton did this to the Jets back in, 96, 97, when they had the number 1 pick, and he stayed in school.
Right.
And then we know what Eli did to the Chargers to end up with the Giants. So there's family history of avoiding places they don't want to be. But if what Gary's saying, we know he's pretty plugged in over there. If what Gary's saying is true, it doesn't leave you to worrying about, oh yeah, you'll get the number 1 pick, and that's the year that Arch will tell you, go scratch, I don't want to play for you.
Right.
That sets up for a strange Jets year, doesn't it? Because you now have your head coach calling the defense. You have changed your defense where it sounds like, from all indications, that they're going to play they're going to play a 3-4, that they have 2 young edge rushers. You think Reese has got all kinds of potential to be a great talent. You know, McDonald definitely jumped off the page. Johnson got hurt a lot. He was talented, but he got hurt a lot. They move on from him. And quarterback now, I don't think is a priority in this draft if they feel like they can go for their quarterback next year. The issue is, of course, they got to suck again.
Right.
So how does that work for the coach?
Well,
do you get a bridge quarterback? Just take us through 1 year. We don't need you for more than 1 year. And because we're getting our guy in this draft, do you root for the team to be bad again? Or do you root for, just be in the bottom 5 because this is a good draft? There's going to be a couple of, remember, Dante Moore was the guy that could have been in this year's draft, and he wasn't. There's going to be a couple, not just Arch Manning, available next year.
Which means you don't have to necessarily have the worst record in the NFL.
It'll help.
But it'll certainly help if you do. And listen, even if they try, there's not going to be a lot of wins. They're not overly talented. It's going to be one of the toughest schedules in the NFL. So whether you're rooting for them in the tank or not, they're probably not more than a 3-4 win team anyway. But as far as how it relates to Glenn, let's not be lazy and just label wins and losses. We're going to have to dig deeper and look a little deeper into if he's doing a good job or not, because I just don't know how many wins they're going to have. So when we analyze the Jets in game, it's got to be more than just what the final score is. What kind of decisions is he making? Do the players seem they want to play for him? Are they losing because of lack of talent? Or are they losing because their coach doesn't know what he's doing? We're just going to have to put in the work, guys, because it's just unfair to say, well, he's got to win 7 games, otherwise he's going to get fired. Well, then guess what? He's probably going to get fired.
Right. But it's also an owner that you never know what's going to happen.
Well, yeah,
they lose 4 in a row,
exactly.
and they're not closing games properly. You could say, they're in every game, but they aren't winning them. And a good coach would win those games 4 in a row. You don't think Woody's like, I've had it. This guy's out.
But here's, unless you're going to go tell me you're going to go and get like the next great coach, whatever the equivalent to John Harbaugh was this year for the Jets next year.
Mm-hmm.
But again, you've got $92 million under the cap after this deal they made with Tennessee. An outrageous amount of money. Now, you can't just sit on that till next year. You're going to have to use some of that this year.
Right.
But it could be on players that are under contract for several years, so it could still affect you in 2027. You're most likely going to bring in what you hope is going to be the next franchise quarterback if you pick the right guy. You're going to have a ton of money to spend in free agency. Do you really want to have that all around having fired another coach? But at the same time, do you want all this happening with the wrong coach in Aaron Glenn? So people smarter than us are going to have to decipher if Aaron Glenn's a good coach or not beyond just wins and losses, because I just don't see a lot of wins.
Do you have the apology music over there?
I can't imagine they don't.
Jets fans, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that it's February 26th.
Yep.
Sure.
And our way of talking about football for you is, can you be bad enough next year, this whole season that hasn't even come close to starting yet, can you be bad enough to possibly get the draft pick to maybe improve you the following year?
Yeah.
Because the sad part is, there are Jets fans right now who will not make it to the next year.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are 91 years old, had a good run. And they said, this is it, the end of the line. They'll never find out who was drafted next. It's another year of nothing. And as much as we need to break it down, I just want to take a moment to say I'm sorry, because this is unfortunate. No fan wants to go into the coming season thinking this season is obviously awful.
No.
How bad can it be so we can get someone the following?
The Jets are a year away from being a year away.
Every year.
Every year.
A year away from a year away every year. That's as bad as you can be.
And the problem is, though, is that you need to show improvement, right? You do.
Yeah, well, you want to.
And it's almost like, think about it this way, Don, it's almost impossible for them to be worse when you consider they have moved on from players, they have draft picks, the head coach has a superpower we didn't know about. He was holding out.
Well,
and he's going to be calling plays. Mm-hmm. So you have to believe just by accident they're going to be better, which could take you out of the running for quarterbacks that you need. It's very bizarre, this whole situation. Now, you remember Kuiper's way too early mock. The latest one had them taking a safety at 2, which we all thought was insane.
Interesting.
And then the defensive tackle with the 17th pick, right? The one they got from the Colts. Well, they don't need a defensive tackle now. So do they take the quarterback there? Do they take Simpson there before he goes to the Steelers and just say, well, the hell with it. We got an extra pick. Let's take him, see what happens. And then they say, you know what, Manning? You won't say no to us. We're saying no to you. We need one now. We can't wait for you. We got to win now. What does the franchise really want to do? To me, that's what I'm interested in seeing. Because if you're a fan, as much as you've gotten so used to tanking, they almost tank it. You don't even know that they're tanking. They're just bad.
It's hard to tell.
But you almost have to, as a franchise, say we can't wait another year. So while this sounds nice from Gary Myers, I don't know if you could possibly find yourself in the bottom 5 again without having a complete upheaval of the leadership of this franchise. You can't possibly be bad again. As bad as you have to be high enough to pick one of these.
What leadership, really?
Well, I mean, Darren Muji's involved in this too.
Oh, you mean that leadership?
And I actually think they have something in him.
Yeah, he at least gives you a little bit of something,
right?
So far,
we like the Muj.
The Muj he feels like he could be something.
Well, the idea, and as much as it sickens me to say tank, but obviously that's what the Jets probably will do, is to just put a team on the field that you can't win with. That's why I think whoever they select at quarterback is going to tell you what their plan is. If they sign Cousins is going to win you some games.
Yeah.
But if they sign
Davis Webb
Smith
or Davis Webb,
yeah. Maybe not as much. So I think that's what you kind of wait to see. Because if you go out and get a competent quarterback that can win you some games, then the Jets are going to try to do everything they can to save Aaron Glenn's job and then let the chips fall where they may. And the fans are going to go apoplectic because if it costs them a draft pick, they're going to go nuts, right? And I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you're evaluating your coach because none of this is going to work if you don't have the right coach anyway.
So to me, these tweets that I read you, it's like it offers clarity, sure. But to me, it just complicates it even more. If it's even possible, Don, to complicate the life of a Jets fan, it just did. And we have calls on this to get to. 800-919-3776, and we will get to those next. So stay with us. Don Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Aaron Judge talking about the very slow start to the winter by the Yankees front office.
It was brutal. I see a lot of free agents out there. Sign these guys right now and then start adding more pieces.
Having Aaron Judge say it was brutal, it's a jarring thing to hear from him.
Early on, it was pretty tough to watch. I mean, we're the New York Yankees. Let's go out there and get the right people, get the right pieces to go out there and finish this thing out.
He's going to be the one that gets judged on what happens here over the next couple of years.
That's right.
That's part of being a Yankee. You look at all these great players. I want to be in that mix. Will I be if I don't win a championship? And the answer to that question is unfortunately probably no.
Morning Start with DiPietro and Rothenberg. Weekdays from 6 to 10 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
March is here, and the madness is underway. Schweppes offers above-the-rim refreshment and is proud to sponsor the Big East Conference. Take a break from the action with a Schweppes Seltzer. Enjoy 7 refreshing flavors, such as black cherry, lemon lime, cranberry lime, and strawberry mango. Each Schweppes Seltzer flavor provides a perfect touch for any occasion. Schweppes, a sparkling tradition since 1783, and the perfect way to elevate your everyday refreshment. Stop by your local food bazaar to get your favorite Schweppes Seltzer for a slam dunk experience.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Hey Yankees fans, 2026 Yankees individual game and group tickets are on sale now at Yankees.com/tickets. Next season's home schedule is highlighted by interleague games against the Dodgers, Braves, and Cardinals. As always, we'll host the annual series of games against the Mets, as well as baseball's best rivalry with the Red Sox. Don't miss out on all the exciting action in the Bronx. Get your 2026 Yankees tickets today at Yankees.com/tickets.
This is the Michael Kay Show.
What is Bridges? He's one of the most inconsistent guys I've ever seen offensively, and he's losing playing time to Landry Shamet, and that's a bad look for the Knicks front office. What's happened to Mikal Bridges? The guy never gets to the free throw line. He's never aggressive, never drives to the hoop, ever. What are we doing? He's got to be better than this.
The Michael Kay Show. Weekdays at 1 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge, or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
It starts with the first early morning, the uniform, the training, the challenge. Every trooper remembers day one at the academy. But where they end up, no two stories are the same. At the New York State Police, the path you take is up to you. If you're ready for a career with endless opportunities for growth, start here. Go anywhere. Apply today at joinstatepolice.ny.gov.
Hahn Rosenberg is live from the Big East Tournament presented by Schweppes, Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea, and Samuel Adams. Join DHR broadcasting live from the Irish Exit inside Moynihan Train Hall for a Big East extravaganza. Big East legends Charles Smith and Walter Berry will join us on site as we break down the action and relive the glory days. All courtesy of Schweppes. Stop by beginning at 3 p.m. Enter to win great prizes and make the Irish Exit your headquarters when the Big East takes center stage. Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea is available at Jack Doyle's and John Sullivan's. Must be 21 or older to purchase. Please drink responsibly.
All right, should I do it now? Did you see something else?
I didn't. No. We're going to have calls, so this would be a ideal time, and then we'll go to calls.
I'll hit it quick, and then
of course you will.
Hey yo.
Hey,
here we go, Don. Ready?
Yes.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 2026 nominees.
Let's see. What do we got?
The Black Crowes.
I like it.
I don't. Come on. Hall of Fame worthy.
Black Crowes are really good.
I think it's like 2 songs you know. Stop it.
There's 2 songs you know. How dare you? The first guy to say, do you do the homework?
Well, if I have to do the homework, then you don't belong.
Well,
oh, wow. Really? So only played on the radio means you're good. Got
That's
it.
right.
Mariah Carey.
Wow.
How do you know?
That's the thing. You have
not
to
expect that name.
No, but you have to accept kind of what the Hall of Fame is now. It's it's really the pop culture, pop music.
Yeah.
In which case, it's hard to take her. I think it's not shocking. Okay. Melissa Etheridge, Don.
I guess compiler.
Wow. Wow, come on. She had a couple of bangers.
No, but that's a compiler.
She had a couple of bangers.
Everybody takes compiler as an insult.
It is.
Was she, wait, is Melissa Etheridge, she originally from a band?
No.
She's just solo.
Yeah.
Just
Straight
just
up
come to
solo.
my window.
Yeah, all that stuff. So she's James Harden. She's just played on a lot of teams, puts up a lot of numbers.
He's a Hall of Famer. Billy
She's
Idol.
Don Sutton.
Billy Idol, folks.
There's
he's got
a lot of work.
White wedding.
He was massive in the 80s.
Really was.
I can't.
Hairstyle changed the world.
Yeah. I can't complain about that.
Iron Maiden.
Are they in, or is this you still
nominees?
They're a nominee.
But so they may not be in.
No, we don't know.
We don't know.
Listen, I love Maiden. You can't talk about metal without Maiden.
Agree.
Priest is in, so you got to put Maiden in.
There you go. See, now you're talking.
Now for Alan Hahn, get ready. You may see visible excitement here.
Visible.
New edition.
Ooh, wow.
New edition up for the. I'll tell you what, it'll make for a hell of a speech. We get Bobby out there for a speech. We're in business.
Oh man, that's one to watch.
This one may not be received hugely well in this room. Pink, kind of hard for me to accept in 2026. I'm not saying one day, but with the names we're mentioning, Pink being there yet to me is just
it's a little
not
feels
there yet.
Too soon.
I mean, she's early 2000s, the beginning, but she's a huge star.
And she
but
had,
it is pretty crazy,
she got
right?
Huge.
The criteria is that you're 25 years removed from your first album, so that's kind of crazy.
Oh yeah,
right?
she's 2001. Yeah, sounds right.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I know you're both at least a fan of certain things about this artist, Shakira.
I'm in. Yes.
He's
in
already.
fact, in fact, I'll go.
Listen, I
might
don't know the
attend
body
this
of
one.
work. I just know the body.
You know,
Of work, but here's one I think,
and it works.
We're all being lockstep on this one for the first time. The Wu-Tang Clan.
What? It's been. Is this their first? Is this first ballot?
This is the first time.
This is first ballot. Okay. Oh, they're in.
This
first ballot.
I imagine they're a first ballot.
They are first ballot. Out of this whole list, they're first ballot.
And rest in peace to Power, Riz's dear friend, who was the co-manager and founder of the group, who passed away this week. Jeff Buckley.
Don, help me.
Help me.
Okay.
Phil Collins.
How do you not?
How do you not?
How do you not is right.
He's in with Genesis, so this would be
iconic
twice.
songs.
But he's in with Genesis. Those are ones where I don't feel the need to rush all the time. No pun intended. There's no pun there. But I don't. You know what I'm saying? If he's in with Genesis, there's so many people you have to get in.
I know, but listen, he's not doing well health-wise.
No.
Right?
True. No.
In the Air Tonight is an iconic song that is over 40 years old.
That's just one.
Right? And he's got other iconic songs. He's got to go in.
There's a list, by the way, Don. Top 5 iconic songs. Doesn't matter what genre.
All genres?
Iconic.
Wow, that would have to be.
Iconic.
That's a triple
everybody
list.
loves
That's
that
a
song,
triple
right?
list again.
You know what I mean?
Peter's a good person. I mean, Peter's a rock fan too. But even in the hip hop,
no, it's
in the Air Tonight.
In the Air Tonight is. There's no cultural
Everyone
boundaries.
does the drum solo. Everyone.
And if it wasn't big enough, then they had the epic scene in
The Hangover.
The Hangover that took it to another level.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say Miami Vice.
This one, listen, I don't know if they'll. I don't know if they'd put 2 hip hop in the first ballot. Lauryn Hill is up this year.
I mean, if they induct her, she'll just be late anyway.
Yeah, it's a good. Well, they can do it afterwards. In Excess.
I'm not a huge
That's
fan.
a good,
but
not great.
There's a lot of work there. I mean,
I enjoy their big records. I don't know they feel like Hall of Fame to me. Here's one I'm totally lost on, so I'll defer to you both. Joy Division / New Order.
Oh, that's new wave.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
New wave, mid to late 80s.
Very iconic for its time.
Yes. Yeah.
I might have to hear something. I don't even know.
Yeah, New Order. They had some stuff.
Now, these guys are huge, and there's no question they're going in, and they're having another moment right now. Oasis.
Is there
Champagne Supernova?
that album for sure? But
2. They have 2 monster
They have
albums.
2 monster albums.
Is 2 monster albums enough?
And then that was it.
I know, but then they can't get along, and now they're back. But I have a hunch now that they're doing stuff again. The next several years is going to be a huge Oasis thing.
Well,
that's my feel.
They'll find a sound again.
Well, no, because they just did the tour this summer where they did 5 stadiums or whatever it was, 4 stadiums, and it was huge. They sold out everywhere. I remember when they played MetLife in the days in Manhattan leading up to it. I saw the shirts all over the city just because they were playing MetLife. Like, it's a big thing.
Yeah.
I mean, here's one. I don't know how you don't put her in. Sade is up this year.
Wow.
I don't know why now. It couldn't feel less rock and roll, but she is Sade.
Sweetest Taboo?
I mean,
Taboo. Yeah.
I mean,
that's all I know.
Oh, the people who love Sade.
Oh,
they
Ordinary
celebrate.
Love?
Yeah, you know Ordinary Love.
Maybe, yeah.
You know Ordinary Love. People celebrate her whole catalog, though.
The song Pearls, like there's so many great. She has so many great.
I mean, listen, are you trying to clean your house this weekend or not? Because if you are, you need to play Sade. It's Sunday. You got the vacuum out. You're turning on Sade, and you're cleaning the house.
So you do clean the house.
That's what I hear from a lot of
I do.
others.
The kids are out.
See, that's another vibe. Sade's got multiple vibes.
Sade.
It's clean the house or clean the pipes. You know what I mean?
Alan's got quite the life. I mean,
What? No, the kids are never out of the house now.
Yeah, no,
what are you talking about?
But
it's
when
an
they're
idea.
out of the house, it's
my man. It's
right.
It's game time. And that's brought to you by Tullamore Dew.
Lastly,
because when it's game time, Donnie, it's go time.
Luther Vandross, the last one.
Oh, okay.
Hard to, that's Luther. I know.
Now, is there a limit to how many you can induct in a year? Because that's
it's like I forget how they do it. I'll look it up, but
it's
like
the who you taking out.
Yeah, they get 50 NFL writers, and they knock it down to 12, and then they make the case for each individual person.
Here's the last one I forgot. I'm sorry. Bill Belichick is also last.
He's going to have to wait.
So those are voting for your favorites, but then there are other people who are still there from previous years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because, for example, I can't wait to get Wu-Tang in.
Yeah.
But Eric B. and Rakim aren't in. You know what I mean? So,
but Wu-Tang still gets in before they do.
But it's not right.
I'm not saying it's right.
But their impact is so big.
It's the Don rule. Who you taking out? If I gave you two and you can only take one, who you taking? You know it's Wu-Tang. You know it is.
I know, but it's the influence. It's the I just don't know why.
Their first ballot, right? Like
that's what we're saying.
Wu has to be
this
first
is
ballot.
Their first time.
Has to be first ballot.
Well, here's the question: just because you were eligible doesn't mean you're nominated, right? So they've been nominated for the first time, like Maiden. Have they been nominated before?
I think the list that I just gave you though are all new nominees.
So new nominees.
Maiden's first album was 1980, so it obviously wasn't 25 years since their first album.
Yeah, no, it's not like that for everybody. So
you can be nominated on the 25th anniversary of your first album, but you may not be.
Right,
of course. Which is how you get. Which is how some years, like last year, Chubby Checker went in.
Yeah,
that's
a long down.
Took a long time.
Luther lock. Phil Collins is a lock. Those are the only two locks.
Mariah's not a lock?
I don't know if she's a lock.
No?
Wait, you said the locks are who?
Luther Vandross and
Lauryn Hill?
Phil Collins.
Or Phil Collins.
You know, Wu-Tang's not a lock?
I think Wu-Tang's a lock, kind of.
I don't know.
The culture, the international cultural impact is so gigantic.
It's for the children.
Yeah, but first ballot.
And what about the kids, Don? Would the children love Wu-Tang?
Well, this isn't me saying who I like and dislike.
No, I know. I would think, but Oasis feels kind of lock. But
I don't know if that's
no. Maybe
I need to know the parameters. Like how many can you take?
Do you want me to try to do something? Do you want me to
do
try
some research?
No. Do you want me to try to do something that's unheard of and some people will complain about? We're going to lose a few people.
All right,
but I think that we would enjoy it.
What's that?
Should I see if I can get Questlove from The Roots to call the show in the next week or so and explain to us how this works? Because he's part of the whole thing.
It's Questlove.
Yes or yes?
Yeah, we should do it, right?
I mean,
it'll be no sports talk.
I gave
it'll
you
be
yes.
Just
here.
Is he the Gary Myers of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Who's the guy that's done it forever?
He's like, I stood up in front of the room. I made a case for Iron Maiden.
No, he does. But he told me
I love it.
He traded votes when they got Tribe Called Quest in.
Yeah.
He told me, he explained, there's vote trading, politics.
So someone said, then you have to vote for mine.
Correct.
I'll vote for you.
It's a real political thing.
I don't hate this, Don. You?
No, not at all.
All right.
He's an interesting guest to begin with.
Of course he is.
And this does have a sports feel to it because it's the Hall of Fame, right?
Correct. There's a sports vibe. On that note, let's take a break.
Why don't we? We have calls to get to, 800-919-3776, and a lot more, including friend of the show, CC Sabathia. He will be honored now not only as a Hall of Famer, but he will be honored forever in Yankee history in Monument Park.
We have a question for you.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Don't want to miss the question. And your call. Stay with us. Don, Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Ever want to go to the NBA Finals? Well, now's your chance, courtesy of FanDuel.
All you have to do is use your profit boost on an NBA future, and you'll be entered for a shot to win an NBA Finals trip for two. NBA futures let you lock in your pick for who you think will go all the way, whether it's a team to win the championship or a conference title. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started. Ever want to go to the NBA Finals? Well, now's your chance, courtesy of FanDuel. All you have to do is use your profit boost on an NBA future, and you'll be entered for a shot to win an NBA Finals trip for two. NBA futures let you lock in your pick for who you think will go all the way, whether it's a team to win the championship or a conference title. Play your game with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. 21 and over, physically present in New York. No purchase necessary. Limit one entry per profit boost token. Option required. Must apply profit boost token on select market. Restrictions apply. See full terms, including methods of entry, at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-8-OPEN-Y or text OPEN-Y 467-369.
More people trust their hearts to New York Presbyterian than any other hospital in New York. It's because New York Presbyterian has the most experienced cardiovascular doctors, treating a full range of heart conditions, from heart failure to valve repair, with the most advanced treatments. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital, based on U.S. News & World Report 2025 to 2026 cardiology, heart, and vascular surgery rankings.
Think premium meat has to come with a premium price? Not at Wild Fork Foods. Right now, Brazilian beef tenderloin is only $10 a pound, and Atlantic salmon portions are just $9.98 a pound. That's incredible value on premium cuts. Plus, Wild Fork offers over 450 meat and seafood options, all blast frozen to lock in freshness and flavor. Visit one of their 7 locations across Long Island and New Jersey, or get same-day delivery at wildforkfoods.com.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
Hey, this is Mika Zibanejad.
Hey, this is Adam Fox. Catch every Rangers game right here on 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
I mean, there's this.
Oh, yeah, this one's
one of the great
that one. Yeah.
Sade songs. Coast to coast, L.A. to Chicago. I know it's not like the definition of rock and roll, but I defy you to find me a more sultry voice than this.
It's interesting, the decision that they made. It's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and then I'm not saying it's the wrong decision, but allowing hip hop in and some country artists and punk and metal. It's a choice, right? They probably did it because it's a business decision.
Well, it's also it's as inclusive as you can. Plus the fair criticism that, hey, rock and roll's roots are what? Blues.
Oh yeah,
which is R&B. You know what I mean? Like you.
But if I have a rock radio station, I'm probably not going to play.
Yeah, but that's format.
Hip-hop.
That's format.
Right,
versus...
but I guess you just, for lack of a better name, but they broaden their horizons. But you can't say Music Hall of Fame because you're going to put Beethoven and Mozart in there.
Now you're getting crazy, right? Exactly.
It's too eclectic, but it's interesting.
Well, it doesn't have to get voted in either. People can just say no, eligible, but I wouldn't put this act in a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You can do that too. It's not like, did you play football? Yes, okay, then you're eligible for the Football Hall of Fame. It's different.
But you know what I find interesting too? It's all, I guess, in the eye of the beholder.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, and Peter would be able to answer this better than anybody, the Beastie Boys, to me, that's
rock. That has rock roots.
Always. It has rock roots, but it's hip hop, right? I mean,
it is, but it's
what it is.
Well, I know what you're saying, but
the reason I'm bringing it up is that I listen to satellite radio and Lithium, which plays 90s alternative and rock. They play the Beastie Boys.
Of course they do, because a lot of their stuff after, the License to Ill.
It's after Paul's Boutique.
After Paul's Boutique, right? Then they really started putting more. They played their own instruments.
Yep,
they were in the studio.
Well, and by the time you get to Check Your Head, it's now a rock album with hip hop vibes, and so what you want is hip hop but rocky, and Pass the Mic is hip hop but rocky, and then by the time you get to Sabotage, forget it.
That's straight up.
They were even open to that with
Fight for Your Right.
Fight for Your Right, because they had Kerry King from Slayer on guitar.
Mm-hmm.
So they were always open to that.
No,
I
they were
always
always
just found it funny that they kind of get thrown into the alternative, and I always thought is that because they're white, right?
No, it's definitely a factor. That's always one of the things that drove me the most nutty in my life was how rock radio, because I was on hip hop radio and on rock radio in the around 2000, and rock radio would actually play Eminem records, but did not play, at least where I was, but was not playing 99 Problems by Jay-Z.
Right.
And I went, how are you not playing 99 Problems by Jay-Z,
that's a rock
but you're
song.
Playing a random Eminem song?
Yeah, you're right.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Jay-Z made a rock record.
99
Eminem makes rap records, but he's white.
Yeah.
So your point is fair, but the Beastie Boys are in, though, right? They're in.
Oh, yeah.
They're in it.
Several years ago.
I mean, and if you haven't ever spent time with Paul's Boutique, by the way, and I only recently have gotten to appreciate, I always thought of License to Ill as kind of like goofy because of the big hits on it.
Sure.
Like Girls being so goofy and Brass Monkey. But now when every song's a hit on the whole album. It's insane.
That's a no-skip album.
It's a no-skip.
There's very few of those in the world. That's one. No skip.
It's a crazy
You got to be in the right
album.
mood.
Yeah, because you may not feel like hearing Brass Monkey every day of your life.
Especially over and over again.
Yeah, but on the right day. And it's really the other ones, though. It's really the Slow and Low and No Sleep Till Brooklyn. And, man, they got hammers on there.
They do. We got calls. 800-919-3776. Gene in Jersey City on the Jets. Go ahead, Gene.
Hey, Gene.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Good.
Yeah, man. So I wanted to talk about Glenn, man, because I kind of feel as though I think we got a solution to the Jets' issues, man. I feel like if Glenn is fired by week 3 of the season coming up, we could probably get an interim, and that new coach could probably build with the new quarterback that we have coming in. Because besides that, we're kind of stuck in a situation where I feel as though we don't have a coach at the moment, man. Last season showed us nothing at all, and we're just praying with the picks that we have that it's gonna work out. And it's kind of that's not really a good answer, a good solution for our problems that we have right now with the Jets, man. I kind of feel like we're in no man's land. This season right here, I'm just mailing it in. I'm just sending this new season coming up because I feel as though it's nothing to look forward to. There's no quarterback coming this year. It's crazy.
Delusion. That's what Gene is. Delusion.
On the top of the fact that's probably the best thing to happen to them would be to be the worst team. But that solves one problem, but it creates another.
Yes,
who's coaching this mess.
That's what it's created a greater It's created a greater conflict if you're a Jets fan.
But there could still be potential in Aaron Glenn. I don't want to throw him away. I don't want to base him on his first year.
Well, I want to see.
Bill Parcells was 3-12-1 in his first year, and look what happened. But like he said, bring in an interim guy. I think that's the last thing you want.
Oh God. Again, the more you fire coaches, the less desirable this job becomes. And the last I checked, no one wanted the job. Right? You can't keep doing this.
If you pick Arch Manning in the first round and you've got all this cap space, can it become an attractive?
Well, you have cap space now. You don't have it.
I don't think they'll spend $92 million this year in a season where they're not trying to win. But they should have tons of cap space.
Okay.
They should have a potential franchise quarterback. That could make it attractive.
It could. You're right. But to me, it's not about what they can do a year from now. It's what a Jets fan has to live throughout this year. The idea of we got to get better. We got to see progress. I want to see the team do better so I feel better about the chances of this thing finally turning around. And then realizing midway through the season, okay, things are better, but we're about to play our way out of getting our franchise quarterback. Like, it's an incredible dilemma, and it sucks.
To save the coach, you're hurting the quarterback.
Yeah.
To get the quarterback, you're hurting the coach. But the fans are all going to root for, because I don't think they love Glenn.
No.
They fell out of love with. But I'm not ready to say he can't coach.
Well, let's see him as a play caller.
But
let's see it.
But that's what I'm saying. You're going to have to look beyond, because is there a world, honestly, where he did a good job, but the team still only won 3-4 games? If their roster stinks and they've got no quarterback, I think that's on the table.
How could there be a world where he does a better job and the team is still a 3-win team?
But if you don't have a quarterback, if the quarterback, let's say they bring in Geno Smith, and Geno Smith has the same year that he had in Vegas, which was awful, and what did Vegas win, 3 games?
They were a disaster.
All right?
Yeah.
And you don't spend any of the money because you want to lose games, so you don't have very much talent.
They fired their coach.
Then might as well fire Glenn now. You're not going to win more than 3 games. But can you watch and say, I don't think we lost because of coaching. I think we lost because we just didn't have any good players.
But that's on Darren Muji, who's supposed to spend this offseason building a roster that looks more capable than the one that didn't last year with other people's property.
And now that hurts you getting your quarterback. Like, so it's
I told you that's the cycle.
So rough.
It is a vicious cycle of a year for a fan who doesn't know how to feel or doesn't know how to root. And that's all I'm saying is where can you possibly go mentally as a fan other than what the caller said is to just check out. Bobby in the Lower East Side wants to talk some Devils. Bobby?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up?
I heard you talking at the top of the show, and Don, this is going to mean the most for you as a fellow Jersey boy, but, the politics worked their way into it, but just for the Olympics as a whole, I just put that stuff to the side and was like, I'm rooting for the country for these 2 weeks. And for Jack to top it off the way that he did, I mean, my girlfriend and I were literally doing cartwheels in the apartment.
I want videos of the cartwheels.
Yeah, we need to see video. In an apartment? In a New York City apartment?
No,
we need it.
In the Lower East Side?
A feat of athleticism unlike no other.
Yeah, seriously.
All right.
But no, Don, you were there last night, and just the way that Jack has carried himself, how he really seems like he is proud to represent New Jersey and play for New Jersey. Don, we've won Stanley Cups, but we don't get that a lot. The Rangers get the lion's share of the attention, the Yankees, the Knicks, the Giants. So, I'm just so proud to be from New Jersey, be a Devil fan, and the way Jack did it, it's gonna forever. That's Jack Hughes.
I'd like to see.
It's really great. It's really special.
That's a good point. It puts the Devils in a new light.
It felt different last night, than it's ever felt before.
When you say different, how does it feel? What do you mean? What did it feel like?
There was just an energy in the building, and for
like a
team
buzz.
that's think about it. All right, it's late February. The Devils are 11 points out of a playoff spot. They can't score. All right, nobody has seen hockey for 3 weeks. It's not like the Buffalo Sabres are a huge draw, even though they're having a great season. It's not like you're playing the Penguins or the Rangers or, a big-time team coming to town like the Colorado Avalanche or something. And it was sold out. There was an energy. There was a buzz. Like warm-ups packed. That's when you know it's a big game, when in warm-ups and you're 30 minutes from face-off. People aren't getting food. People aren't in the parking lot. They're in their seat. Every time Jack touched the puck, a roar from the crowd. Every time they did anything, for a game that usually wouldn't have a lot of meaning. I'd be interested to see what the rating was last night, because you saw a lot of people were invested because of what happened on Sunday.
Yeah.
Now, that won't last if the team continues to lose, but ultimately there's just going to be a tension around this team that hopefully they can take advantage of. But listen, I've been there for playoff games. That's easy. When you got a playoff game, a Game 7, or one of the locals are in town like the Rangers, there's always going to be a buzz. But, for a game in late February for a team that's out of the playoff hunt, to have that kind of energy, I thought it was tremendous. It was a fun game to call because of it, and it was a close game, and they weren't scoring or whatever, but it was palpable in that building for a game that usually wouldn't have any energy. To have that kind of energy was a pretty cool moment.
Yeah. Again, you could just tell it was different. It was special. Steve in New Fairfield. Steve, you're up next.
What's up, Steve?
Hey, what's up, boys? I was calling about the Jets, but just one thing. I grew up on 80s and 90s hip-hop, everything else, but hip-hop was my wheelhouse. I never got the Beastie Boys. It always seemed like they were just always goofing, fooling around. And I tried so many times. I don't know. Just I never.
I just want to say I do understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah,
it's worth. Yeah, I do. Like, it's worth.
Give Sure Shot a chance.
Tell me how.
Sure Shot.
I'm sorry.
Songs like that. Yeah, like you got to get away from the License to Ill stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe because that was them being clownish, and get into the later stuff, and you'd be surprised.
Dude,
Sure Shot's a great song.
All of Paul's Boutique is musically just phenomenal. But I hear you though. I do get.
But he's right. Like Sabotage is a really good song, but the video is just so off the wall 70s cop stuff. Like not.
Yeah,
it kind of takes away from the music. But if you just listen to the music, it is really good.
Sabotage.
And to say they're in already and Luther Vandross isn't, I don't know.
Well, the timing of it you can't make sense of the timing. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Okay. What you got on the Jets?
With the Jets, I'm sorry, you got me fired up a little. Believe me, I'm a long-suffering Jets fan. Not a lot to be optimistic or happy about over these years, but to just naturally say they're not going to win more than 3 or 4 games. If Brees is back, Garrett's back, they draft a good receiver, say you get like a Cousins, the offensive line is very solid, and if they build that D up, say they get Reese. They got the big boy in the middle, and they build that up. I mean, I could see 7, maybe 8 games to just naturally be resigned.
But that's the whole thing, Steve. This is what so you and I were simpatico, right? We have lived through this. We've lived through. How old are you?
I'm 59.
All right, so we're in the same age bracket.
I forgot. Last week I just turned 60.
60.
Wait, how did you forget 60?
All right, so
does Kenny's delay on the call ruin the gold medal for you too?
Stop it!
How do you forget 60? I'm optimistic about it. I'm dreading 2 years, but it's something you can easily forget.
He just forget. You know what? You're used to saying an age. I'm fine with it. I don't know. But sorry. So you and I have lived through. We've lived through so much. We've lived through the Mud Bowl. We've lived through. Marino. We've lived through Vinny, popping his Achilles. We lived through it all. All right, we've done it. We've been there. We've done that. So right now, you and I are thinking the same thing. It's impossible for them to not be better next year. They're going to be better. But the problem is, this goes into a quarterback draft where there's actual franchise caliber quarterbacks available. And don't you feel conflicted about playing your way out of that? It's a terrible place to be.
Guys, wait a minute. 8 wins? Are you nuts? Have you seen this? We don't know the order of the schedule. Here are their road games. At Buffalo, at Chicago, at Detroit, at Kansas City, at the LA Chargers, at the Dolphins, at the Patriots, okay? Your home games, obviously, the Patriots and the Bills and the Dolphins. Yeah. Denver, Green Bay, Minnesota. Now you got Tennessee, Cleveland, Arizona, and Vegas. So you got 4 games where you're like, yeah, they got a chance to win those.
There's 4 there, and if you can steal 3 from those others,
you're stealing with a rifle. I mean, are you going to Chicago? You're lucky somebody doesn't die.
Listen, this is the NFL.
Come on,
I know it's the NFL. It changes year to year, Don. It always does.
But it's the Jets.
This is the Jets. They're gonna win their way out of a good quarterback.
That's different. That's a different take. But he was talking optimistic. If this happens, this happens, we can win 8 games. Dude, yeah, you could because the NFL is kind of goofy that way sometimes. But when you take a look at that schedule, do you see 8 wins?
Don, the gentleman forgot that he turned 60, okay? Give him a break.
But how could he have even said that? Honestly. How could he have been that optimistic?
He's already forgetting his age.
Yeah, he's lost. Great guy.
He still thinks Gastineau's playing on the front
line.
No,
listen,
right?
he's a great guy, but he's lost.
He is.
I take it as that he's so optimistic that he just 60 wasn't a big deal to him.
Maybe he's high.
Forget about it because he's going to live for. Why are you worried about 60 when you're going to live to 140?
Yeah, that's a good point. He's already. I tell you what, he's almost halfway. He's already halfway. You know what we're close to though too? Rickleball Madness.
Sure.
Friday, March 20th, ESPN New York taking over Pickleball Heaven. There is a Pickleball Heaven, Peter.
I've heard that.
Yeah. It's in Medford, New York.
Heaven.
If you didn't know, Pickleball Heaven is in Medford. Of course it is.
Of course. When I think heaven, is this heaven? No, it's Medford.
It's Medford, New York. You can catch a live broadcast of DiPietro and Rothenberg Two Angels, of course, starting at 6 a.m. Then stick around for our social ladder pickleball tournament. We'll crown our champions, then roll right into a college hoops watch party. This is a long day. Sign up now on the ESPN New York app. Spots are limited, of course. Pickleball Madness. It's brought to you by Pickleball Heaven, the new standard of indoor pickleball.
That's your ace.
So before we get back to calls, and we do have this is Thursday, right? That guy Thursday?
That's right.
We do have some great news. CC Sabathia, his number 52, will be retired on September 26th by the Yankees. They're going to dedicate a plaque, of course, in his honor in Monument Park. Before the game, they play the Orioles that day. He'll be the 24th man to have his number retired by the Yankees. The first since Paul O'Neill, if you remember, that was back in 2022. So 23 numbers, actually, if you want to do the technicality, because number 8 retired twice.
Right.
For Yogi Berra and Don. Yogi and Peter, was Yogi a real player, yes or no? Fact or fiction?
It's hard to know now.
Bill Dickey also won great. So Sabathia, it's great. Like, look, when you consider the next generation, right, for Yankee players after the core four, there is only CC Sabathia. There really isn't anyone else. The next guy is 99 and he's still playing. So when you think about honoring someone from your last championship, which, as we've all the clock keeps ticking about the years that have gone by since 2009, was there anyone more front and center than him?
Well, and
MVP
any more
of the ALCS,
and beyond front and
dramatic
center
performances,
beyond front and center, heart and soul.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Is there any more heart and soul
that represented the Yankee brand, the Yankee standard that I know, Don, you scoff at, but he had carried that from those guys, and he was one that upheld that to a point where he even left $500,000 on the table.
I get it.
To set that precedent of say, this is what we do. We take care of each other. He might be the last Yankee that actually, played with some cubes.
Well said.
You know what I mean? Like and represented it in that way, like as if it was his blood. This is my family. And that, when he left, that kind of feels like it went, right? Now they became very buttoned up, very IBM. It's a lot different now with CC gone. So he had great moments early on. He had great moments. That 2017 run, he was a part of that, you remember. 19 strikeouts in 19 innings. He was still very good towards the end and a leader in that clubhouse. I defy any Yankee fan to have any problem with this. I can't imagine. I know people get upset because it's, of course, that's the cathedral, and only saints are allowed in there.
Right.
But I got to feel like CC Sabathia, Saint CC to you and me.
Well said.
How could there be a Yankee fan that disagrees with this?
But the question I had for you is, when you saw it, were you surprised? Were you like, yeah, it's about time? Like, what was your initial reaction when you saw it?
He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. I was like, yeah, makes
Understood.
sense.
Not all for what he did with the Yankees.
Well,
but he was damn good with the Yankees.
Majority of his career's with the Yankees.
Yeah, more games with the Yankees. Although, again, compiled as well. There was a lot of tough seasons down the stretch. He was always a leader. Fans loved him, but there was a lot of conversation like, he's killing us, man. We paid a lot of money for this guy, and it's kind of towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
So there was that too. Those first 3-4 seasons were spectacular. He led the league in wins his first 2 years as a Yankee, but it didn't age all that well. You know how I feel about retired numbers, guys. If the fans want it, do it. It's not for an outsider to decide. I'm just saying, as a baseball guy, if you're going to put CC in, you got to consider Mike Mussina. Mike Mussina's also in the Hall of Fame. Didn't spend as many years.
But that's a big part of it.
But
No?
he still spent, how many years was Mussina? Mussina was a Yankee for 8 years.
Was Mussina a loved Yankee? Was he a beloved
That's the thing.
Yankee?
They're
because
not,
I can tell you that for this generation, CC Sabathia was a beloved Yankee. Yes, there was I can't deny he struggled, and there was look, frustration is frustration. It doesn't mean we don't love you. You know what I mean?
They loved him because he was a leader and he's throwing at guys and all that stuff. So that's why I don't have a problem with him being his number. If the fans want it, they should get it. There is no numerical thing that come up, statistical thing. Like I said, Ken Danico's numbers retired by the Devils. He's not a Hall of Famer. He doesn't have great stats, but he was there forever. The fans love him, Mr. Devil, and his number deserves to be retired.
Okay.
So it's not for me to say. But if they don't like Mike Mussina was a really good pitcher for 8 years. He won 20 games as a Yankee.
But don't you think
didn't win a World Series? If CC doesn't win the World Series, he's not getting his number.
That's such a huge. That's everything.
But it's one World Series.
We have a firm grasp of the obvious.
You're talking
now,
about
Don.
but you're talking about the standard of being a Yankee. He won one World Series in over a decade, and he gets acknowledged. And Mike Mussina, who probably pitched in more postseason games, didn't win, and now he's not considered because he was gruff and fans didn't love him.
Look, Don, when you make a monument park, when you put somebody somewhere, it's not just, hey, he did this really well. It's this guy was special, beloved. Like, there's names in Monument Park that you probably don't have to say the full name, and every Yankee fan knows who you're talking about. And with Sabathia, you say CC, and everybody knows who you're talking about. You know what I mean? Obviously, you could say, well, if you say Moose, I don't think every Yankee fan knows.
Yeah, I
know that's his nickname. I don't think every Yankee fan knows.
But also, Don,
I think that has to do with this when you make this decision.
But Don also included a lot of information when he was saying, like, well, Don,
statistics?
No. By he said a mouthful when he goes, well, yeah, but he has the one World Series, and just because Moose was more gruff and not loved, these things all matter.
Matters.
No, it does.
When it
CC's
comes to
super
monuments,
loved and has a World
now,
Series.
If
It's a lot.
Hall of Fame, different story, because Hall of Fame is based on your career, what you did. A Monument Park thing,
it's to celebrate who you
retiring
love.
a number. That's more of somebody that is beloved. You mentioned Danico. Who's more loved than him?
I understand that.
That's part of the equation, man.
But when you look at the guys that are there, they're all great players.
Of course.
The Yankees, Paul O'Neill was a great player.
Yeah.
Paul O'Neill was also on a team that won 4 championships.
But Paul O'Neill was also loved.
He was loved, and he was the warrior and all that. He's not a Hall of Famer,
but loved.
Right.
He got there because of that.
And and listen, I'm no fan of Mike Mussina for all the reasons I just said. He was very gruff. It was tough with him.
Yep.
But he was a really good pitcher here, and the reason why he was never really loved is because that was during a span of time, even more so than now, championship or bust.
Yeah.
Let's blame the guys that we went out and got to win us a championship and blame them for not winning us a championship. But meanwhile, while he was a Yankee, he was 123-72, a .631 winning percentage.
Mm-hmm.
He was a terrific pitcher.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
And
but
it
a
feels
beloved
like
Yankee
will not get a sniff at getting his number retired.
But a beloved Yankee, he was not. That's a real thing.
I get it, but I kind of blame the fans for not loving Mussina.
Wow. Well, we can definitely continue this conversation and more at 800-919-3776. And, of course, discuss a little That Guy Thursday. Do we have one? Do you have one for us? Let us know. Don Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
It starts with the first early morning, the uniform, the training, the challenge. Every trooper remembers day one at the academy. But where they end up, no two stories are the same. At the New York State Police, the path you take is up to you. If you're ready for a career with endless opportunities for growth, start here. Go anywhere. Apply today at joinstatepolice.ny.gov.
DraftKings Sportsbook puts you right in the middle of basketball's biggest star-driven moments. Bet player props, bet live, and when a game turns fast, DraftKings has your back with early exit. If your player gets injured anytime in the first half, your bet stays alive. And once it settles, you still get paid in cash. That's built-in protection for star-driven bets. Backed by DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code WHSQ. New customers bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $200 in bonus bets instantly with code WHSQ. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. 21 plus, New York only. Eligibility and restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. Not so great out there on the roads, no matter where you're headed. We've got an issue on the Staten Island Expressway eastbound by Bradley Avenue. Broken down car in the right lane. You're bumper to bumper there from the West Shore. After that, once you're across the Verrazano into Brooklyn, Belt eastbound slows you down with a large pothole over by Coney Island Avenue. All of your approaches the outbound George pretty bad, aside from the southbound Deegan and Henry Hudson. West Side Highway northbound, an accident by the 79th Street Boat Basin. 2 left lanes are out. FDNY is on the scene. You're crawling there from the Intrepid. Inbound George picking up the roadwork on the upper deck about 10 to 15 minutes. Outbound Lincoln and Holland Tunnels about a 20 to 25 minute ride. This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a police at MAD. Visit mad.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Access to education changes lives. That's why National University provides flexible online and hybrid programs from associate to doctorate degrees. Since 1971, NU was built to serve non-traditional working and military learners nationwide. NU understands the demands of work, family, and service. Each year, more than 130,000 learners trust National University to move forward. Visit nu.edu to learn more.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
We all have that one friend.
I'm talking about the yo-yos who set themselves on fire and bathe in pork and beans.
Or know that one person.
I'm here with my family.
Who can't help but be.
He's not cool. His voice is weird. He's kind of a dork. His brother's a tool. His girlfriend's annoying.
That guy.
I didn't know it was banner night. We won't be out for that.
It's time for That Guy Thursday.
Hey guys, anyone want to play some ball?
With Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg.
He's just being that guy.
Well, usually That Guy Thursday, we're like ready to go, right?
Yeah.
Like we have somebody.
Well, I got one.
I got one.
Oh,
but go ahead.
Go ahead. Jump right in.
No, go for it, Don.
Well, no, because I was just going to say I've had a pretty good week.
Good.
I haven't had an issue with anyone where I'm like, you're being that guy.
Good. You always have a guy.
You know me.
So this is
There's
good.
always a moment where I'm like, you're being that guy. Didn't have one. But you guys do.
We both do.
Take it away. Donnie, how about you go first since you first said you had that guy.
I'm gonna that guy being Rick Pitino.
Okay.
Wow.
Rick Pitino, 13 straight wins for St. John's before last night's utter embarrassment against UConn. I mean, he scored 40 points.
Yeah, not good.
Not good, Bob. And listen, I like Rick Pitino, and he's a talker when they win. He did not go to the podium after the game. Spoke outside the locker room after they were embarrassed. And spoke for 76 seconds. I'm sorry, man. You got to give me more than that after that kind of a disgraceful performance. And then he says, well, it doesn't matter if you lose by a point or by 32.
No, it does.
No, it does matter.
And we know
if
it
you lose
does.
by 32. What did they score? 4 points in the second? It's something ridiculous. I forget what the stat was. Like
They missed the last 23 shots.
Oh for 24.
24
I got to tell you, that is an all-time bad line. Doesn't matter how, like, oh, so you're saying losing by a buzzer beater would have been the same as losing by 35.
Right. I mean, but listen, if you want to say losing by 10, what's the difference? A loss is a loss, but sometimes not every loss is equal. And when you get embarrassed like that, you got to give me a little bit more than 76 seconds. I know you're upset. I know you're ticked off, and you have every right to be. But correct me if I'm wrong, guys. When things are going well, Rick goes out there. He likes to stick out his chest and show off and talk. He's a talker. He's a New Yorker. He does that.
Oh, yeah.
that means when you get embarrassed the way you got embarrassed in one of the worst losses of your career, whether it's meaningful or not down the stretch, because they can meet again in the Big East Championship or maybe in the NCAA tournament and win, and it won't matter. It'll be forgotten. But you got to give me more than 76 seconds, man. You got to give me more than that. And you can't just slough it off and say, oh, well, there's no difference between losing by a bucket and losing by 32. That's an embarrassment. You got to own that, man. I'm sorry.
That's a perfect that guy.
Yeah.
Because that is that guy.
Listen, you probably have to feel like, A, embarrassed, B, livid, right? Frustrated. Remember, that UConn game at the Garden was an unreal Garden with a great atmosphere, big win. UConn coming off an embarrassing loss to Creighton at home, which knocked them out of the top spot in the Big East. You knew you were walking in. You were walking into a fight. Like, you knew they were coming for blood. And his team clearly wasn't ready for it.
I mean, and that's what you're here for.
Yep.
Your job is to always be ready.
Yeah. But yeah, you're supposed to face the music, good or bad, and that didn't happen. So that guy.
Yeah, I mean, you do. I know there's a lot of fans who are like, "What does it matter? What does he have to talk to you, the media, for?" Hey, it's your job as a coach that you're supposed to speak after games.
Mm-hmm.
You got to give me something when it's that historic, okay?
Okay.
Now mine is not. It's not a lot. It's just a small thing that happened.
Okay.
You guys might say I'm that guy, or you would say the person that I'm talking to is that guy, but somebody's that guy. Driving by pulling up, I should say, to our lovely radio station.
Mm-hmm.
There's a sort of a somewhat foofy hotel on our block. A lot of black cars out there. A lot of big shots.
Oh, I'm aware of the hotel.
And pulling
You're
up.
not going to say the name of the hotel?
The Dominic.
Oh,
okay.
All right.
So.
Well, there goes.
Well, I mean, you can look up where we are and see that it's the closest hotel. It's not hard.
But that's where they would put me if I needed to stay overnight.
So you think people are going to be waiting outside?
Yeah. Now I'm out.
But they could just come right here to the radio station and find
the
you.
opinions of Peter Rosenberg are not necessarily those of Don Hahn and Rosenberg.
Well, it's not an opinion.
It should be said before every show.
And also, Alan didn't have to reveal immediately after it. That's where I stay, by the way. Because no one's assuming he's ever staying. Anyways.
Can't wait. I'll show you the bed bugs next time.
Well, now you're besmirching.
No. This is what's going to happen.
So
run me out of there.
I'm walking by and I see
water's not hot anymore.
Tons of paparazzi, like maybe 15, standing with their cameras outside the front door.
Okay.
And I got to work early today, coming back from Bristol, and I said, you know what? This could be good fodder for the program. I'm going to go ask who's over there. So I walked over, and by the time I got there, all the paps were gone.
Okay.
So I say to one of the door guys, who are all these psychos waiting around for? And the guy just looks at me like I'm pure, unadulterated trash and goes, I don't know.
Oh, wow.
He no-sold me. He completely treated me like I'm a stalker lunatic.
Well, maybe he didn't know.
No, there's no... Let me tell you something. There's no chance that there were 3 guys by the door who all worked for the hotel. They had all just been standing there while 15 paparazzi were standing with the big old... Don, I think I saw a guy wearing a hat with the press sign sticking in it.
Oh,
okay?
I love those guys.
So it was like a
Do they
scene.
still have those?
It was it was an absolute scene of paparazzi. At the very least, the guys at the door had talked about who it was. They were aware. In fact, I would go as far as saying it's possible one of them leaked it to the paparazzi.
So he yeah, right. Oh, yeah.
So
always
why?
possible.
So
I think
why?
you found the guy that did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now you're going to become that guy and look at me like I'm dangerous and not just be like, oh, Rihanna's here. Or, oh, someone's like, they already know. The people are already here.
That's one of those. So if you don't know, none of your business.
None of your business.
You know who's here? None.
Exactly. Now, these 14 weirdos. I mean, listen, on some level, I do.
I think it's his job, man.
Yeah.
Like, let's say he's not the guy that exposed it. Like, it's not his job to add to the chaos.
That's why I sort of respect it also. Because, like, I guess you don't know, right? Like, I could be a real danger. So, am I that guy?
Just for simply asking?
You're not
who
the guy
these
for
folks
asking.
here for?
Yeah.
You're the guy for making the security guard that guy. Makes you that guy.
But why am I that guy? I just asked a question.
I know, but now you're making him that guy for not answering your question. That makes you the guy.
So now it's a double whammy, and I'm the guy.
I mean, what do you?
I just am so curious. It was such a high amount of them, guys. Let me just say this. I'm in New York. I'm around my, I go to my share of little things here and there. That number of Paps meant we were talking about a very high level. Like this could have been a Kardashian situation.
Who was on The View today? Or
there was a big.
Or Tamron Hall.
There were two.
It's right across the street.
Yeah.
Or
there were two dressing rooms.
Kelly and Mark.
Or green rooms. Two green rooms in the studio this morning. That were loaded with all kinds of. It looked like a Broadway show or something. Like they had costumes on. It was a lot of cast. So there must have been something on one of the shows this morning. Maybe
so if anyone knows what was on, because this was later in the day, so it would have been no, yeah. So Don, it probably wouldn't be Mark and Kelly or Kelly, whatever the hell the show's called. Kelly and Mark and Kelly,
Kelly and Mark,
Regis and Kathy Lee. All right,
like it ought to be,
like you dream about. It's more likely a Tamron Hall situation, perhaps.
Well, I'll tell you. You know the thing we call at ESPN the car wash.
Yeah. Sure, I do.
Somebody significant comes in. That's an ABC thing, or a Disney thing. That's not necessarily ESPN because I watch a lot of Channel 7, as you know, because I'm a big company guy.
You're a big company guy.
The guys that are on Kelly and Mark, they'll go on The View, they'll go on Tamron. Like, they'll make the whole run. And nothing's more hilarious than when, like they'll tease. Like, Kelly and Mark will be on. Then they'll go to the news and tease what's coming on The View, and they'll say, oh, somebody that was just on the show before. So sometimes they go through. So it could have been somebody that was on 2 or 3 different shows there. Especially if it's somebody significant enough to get that kind of paparazzi.
Signif.
Well, I saw somebody significant today.
Who?
Your guy.
Oh, Mr. Tessitore.
Joe Tess.
That's right. Big Joe Tess.
He did an appearance on Get Up, like promoting help me out, Peter. Sorry.
Elimination Chamber.
Elimination Chamber. I just want to make sure I had it right.
No, you got to listen. I have
many things
I
here.
have zero expectation.
Which one is it now?
For people to adjust to the onslaught of WWE that has happened.
There's so many events.
I just said to Mike Brown from the hallway, because I was in Bristol today shooting my the special. It's airing right now, I believe, again. The Elimination Chamber preview show with Joe Fartnow and my guy Biggie.
Wait a minute.
Sorry, Joe Fortenbaugh.
It's Fortenbaugh.
Yeah, but you know what Richard said.
Yes, we know. Richard says a lot of things.
Yeah. I got to tell Fortenbaugh about that. I don't know if he knows that he's that nickname's challenging.
I'm sure it's got back to him at some point.
So,
yeah,
I was up there today, and I can only liken the WWE ESPN relationship is like you're at your wedding, and you see your cousin, your first cousin, who like is your you party with and you love him.
Yep.
But he's talking to like your boss at work, and you're like, why are you all friends?
You're horrified.
It's like, this is weird. I just don't know. I know, I'm not even horrified. I just don't know what to make of it.
Well, it's like
it's
worlds
the worlds
colliding. Yes.
So, like, to me today, being with Justin Craig while doing WWE stuff,
yeah,
it's just all very, it's exciting. It's just very different.
Because there was a lot of time, like, Justin Craig had to take you aside and say,
enough with the WWE.
Why are you talking all this wrestling? I don't get it.
It's just so funny, man. You hang around long enough.
Yeah.
And it's normal. Every time I've looked at the TV this week, Finn Balor is being interviewed.
Mm-hmm.
Trick Williams is being interviewed. Javon Evans. The
infiltration. Full-on infiltration.
And it has been confirmed, folks. The pre and post show on Saturday night at the Chamber at the United Center in Chicago, outside.
Outdoors.
I will be outdoors.
Out of doors.
Getting that lake breeze.
Like you dream about.
Saturday night like you dream about.
Black turtleneck.
Although Friday the high in Chicago is 58.
Yeah, low at 25 on Saturday.
But Saturday it's right back down to Chicago.
Turtleneck. So, make sure you do it.
I think I'm doing turtleneck.
Just to finish what I was saying.
Sorry.
I thought Joe Tessitore would find it funny and know the reference when I said, well, you got Peter in a lot of trouble with Michael Kay.
Of course.
And he just stared at me.
Oh, boy.
And he was like, what did I do?
Well, this sounds like...
I said, well, Peter said that you were the best play-by-play man he's ever worked with.
Well, I didn't say that exactly, but you're close enough.
Close enough. And he, like, right away was humbled and thought it was very nice of you to say, and, oh, it's such a nice guy, and it's great working with him. He was given all kinds of. And
Best
I said,
point guard, I think, is what.
I said maybe the best.
Look, we understand. Bottom line is, you gave him flowers, and I said, well, Michael, who worked with Peter for 10 years, you might know, was, in a word, furious.
None too pleased.
And they had beef. And he just, like, the way he reacted was sort of like a, great. And then we just kept it moving. Like,
was it uncomfortable?
No, it just as if he was just sort of like, I don't care, and just kept moving.
Oh, well,
it didn't register with him, and he felt like instead of just trying to figure out what's going on here, he just wanted to keep it moving.
Just move to the next
And
thing.
I just stood there like, okay, so you don't know anything about this.
Nope, see you later, pal.
I thought he knew, so I thought he would get a good laugh out of it. Instead, he as if he didn't have any idea what I'm talking
Did he gesture?
about. Yeah, that's literally what he did. He almost did a cool man.
That's great. Don, he actually did this in real life.
Yeah. It was a live straw pull. But I thought he knew.
Well, he knew that I complimented
so
him.
It made me look awkward, which is,
but that
common.
I think he knew.
And
I think anything he would have said would be disparaging to Michael, and that's why he didn't say it.
Yeah, like you're damn right I'm better.
The guy.
Well, a shot at Peter would have been great.
Right,
no?
just a little joke.
Something to bring back to the show. Nothing.
By the way, here's audio of Alan being awkward at ESPN earlier.
Please get away!
That's you don't know that he's.
It was.
I
Yeah,
don't even know what it's called.
That's why we love Griff. He's so relatable. Your call's coming up 800-919-3776. Don Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
More people trust their hearts to New York Presbyterian than any other hospital in New York. It's because New York Presbyterian has the most experienced cardiovascular doctors, treating a full range of heart conditions, from heart failure to valve repair, with the most advanced treatments. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital, based on U.S. News & World Report 2025 to 2026 cardiology, heart, and vascular surgery rankings.
Hosting, grilling, just want a great dinner? You gotta start at Wild Fork Foods. Brazilian beef tenderloin, only $10 a pound. Atlantic salmon portions, just $9.98 a pound. Premium quality without the premium price. Every product is blast frozen to lock in flavor and nutrients. With over 450 options, there's something for every occasion. Shop 7 locations, or you can order online for same-day delivery. WildForkFoods.com. Wild Fork Foods, quality meat, wild prices.
1-877-CARS for kids. KARS Cars for kids. 1-877-CARS for kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877-CARS for kids to reach your friendly live agent. Donation's super easy and your car can be picked up by tomorrow. Call now or go to carsforkids.org.
1-877-CARS for kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
March is here and the madness is underway. Schweppes offers above the rim refreshment and is proud to sponsor the Big East Conference. Take a break from the action with a Schweppes seltzer. Enjoy 7 refreshing flavors such as black cherry, lemon lime, cranberry lime, and strawberry mango. Each Schweppes seltzer flavor provides a perfect touch for any occasion. Schweppes, a sparkling tradition since 1783 and the perfect way to elevate your everyday refreshment. Stop by your local food bazaar to get your favorite Schweppes seltzer for a slam dunk experience.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-568-2790. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-568-2790. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-568-2790. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-568-2790 or biglou.com.
30 for 30 presents the Philly Special.
38 seconds to go. We're on the 1-yard line, 4th down. We call timeout.
It was all about the Patriots. They were built for this. Nobody was quite sure what the Eagles were built for.
right away, the Philly special jumped in my mind. You want Philly?
My pause was just like, yeah, let's do it.
That's it.
This isn't the play of the game, folks. This is the play of the season.
Stream the Philly special now on the ESPN app.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
March the 20th of 2026, there's one place to be. And that place is Pickleball Heaven. Pickleball Heaven. It's a pickleball facility, massive facility in Medford, New York. We're going to do the show there that day from 6 to 10. Then there's a tournament. And then after we win the tournament, Rick, we'll stay and watch some basketball with the people. Now, the worst part of all this is the name. Listen, I got to participate in Rickleball Madness. What do you want from me?
You're a teammate of Rickleball.
Yeah, right.
You're part of the event. You're the co-headliner.
If my name was Dave Pickleball, it would still be Rickleball Madness.
I think that's accurate. I don't want this kind of pressure. I would prefer it be named after you.
No, you don't. You want all the shine.
No, I don't. Call whatever you want.
Dave's Pickleball Extravaganza.
Sorry, Dave. We're still calling it Rickleball Madness. And it's Friday, March 20th at Pickleball Heaven in Medford, New York. To sign up and register to play, go to the ESPN New York app and click on the Rickleball tile.
It starts with the first early morning, the uniform, the training, the challenge. Every trooper remembers day one at the academy. But where they end up, no two stories are the same. At the New York State Police, the path you take is up to you. If you're ready for a career with endless opportunities for growth, start here. Go anywhere. Apply today at joinstatepolice.ny.gov.
Rebel Yell. I don't know, Don. I mean, he's had some hits.
He has.
Just don't know, is it enough to get in first bat?
Maybe not right away.
Right away, right.
But pretty significant. I mean, you say Billy Idol, people know who you're talking about. It's not nobody.
Yeah. Then
he's no yo-yo.
And he kind of just represented the 80s, right? That's why he was so perfect in his cameo
in
the Wedding Singer.
Wedding Singer, yeah. Yeah. Well, Billy Idol gets it.
Exactly.
See, Billy Idol gets it. Don, coming up at 5, I want to read to you the description of a Met prospect.
Okay.
And I want to see how far I have to go before your head explodes. This is going to be fun.
All right, I'm looking forward to it.
But in the meantime, let's see. What time is it? Yeah, I probably should do a game time. Brought to you by Tullamore Irish Whiskey. Because when it's game time,
it's Tully time.
Sure is. The Rangers, they still play hockey. They're back
Ranger.
from the Olympic break, and they take on the Flyers. And coverage immediately follows Dan Grassa on 880 at 7:30. Why? Because the game starts at 8. Why? Yeah. National.
Yeah.
The Islanders are back. Now you can get excited.
Because you don't want people in Los Angeles to miss out on the first period of Flyers-Rangers.
No. So much like you dream about. The Islanders, of course, are on the road because that's what you do. They play the Canadiens up in Montreal at 7. And more Devils, because you couldn't get enough of Don LaGreca last night. You get more tonight. They're in Pittsburgh taking on the Penguin. That's at 7 also, 7:08 puck drop, I'm sure. No Sid the Kid.
No Sid.
And if you are inclined to watch Wemby and company, this feels like the Spurs have played like back-to-back-to-back-to-backs. They host the Spurs at 7:30. I swear the Spurs have played like every night. I swear I just saw them play like 3 nights in a row here. But that's what it says here. So that's what I'm telling you.
Sure.
Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew. Or try the new Tullamore Dew honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Jonathan in L.A. Hey, Jonathan.
Hello.
Hi, guys. Donnie, come on, man. I've been waiting all day for the first quarter of the Rangers Flyers, so come on.
First quarter, he said.
Quarter, then you're not waiting. Smoking is what you're doing.
Fellas, I got to buy new wheat. No, I'm just kidding. Guys, regarding the Yankees numbers, I mean, I'm cool with CC Sabathia, but there's a lot of people that's not cool with that. So now just imagine if the Yankees win a World Series in the next 2-3 years. That's going to be another wave of numbers, number 27, 45, and, of course, 99. I think that the Yankees eventually, I mean, yeah, it is going to come to the point there's a lot of numbers. Hell, I think that if they would have won the World Series in 2012, I think they would have even retired Raul Ibanez's number. I mean, I don't blame them because all these players have a memorable moment, especially with the fans. So, I mean, I don't mind that. And, you know, if they do win these next few years, there's going to be another big wave of more numbers to retire. I want to see what you guys think about that.
Well, you're saying that some people are upset about it. Do you see Yankee fans that aren't happy about CC going
Michael,
into?
I was listening to K-Show, and he kept saying that he went through Twitter, and there was a lot of people that was not happy with number 52.
Oh, Twitter negative? Shocking.
What yeah. There's where you go to find anything positive.
Yeah. Listen, there are going to be
Jonathan.
people. I heard a caller on K earlier talking about, like, you're going to run out of numbers.
Calm down.
You don't know how numbers work, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of numbers. And by the way, when's the next one coming?
Right, exactly.
We got some time.
You know, and you know, like it's like, well, you're starting to see guys with number 70. So what? You got your best players wearing number 99. That's not a baseball number, but he's making it into a baseball number.
Big numbers are cool.
I don't think. Listen, when it will be a problem 300 years from now, and then.
Well, I worry.
I
spend time
worry
on
about
it. I do. I worry about it.
I won't care.
Like I said, ultimately, if the fans want it, but you know, to reverse or to go throw back the point to Alan about the standard of the Yankees, is that it is odd because things have changed. I mean, you're talking about a guy that won a championship with the Yankees in 11 seasons, being celebrated for that championship. Because that 2009 championship's really important, man, because it's the one that they've had in the last quarter century. So they aren't coming at the same rate they used to. So this, to me, is an example of how things have changed. Because if CC pitched for the Yankees 40 years ago, and it was only one championship in a decade, it may be looked upon as a negative. But it's looked upon as a positive. And might actually, as much as you think it's because Mike Mussina was gruff and fans didn't like him because they didn't win.
Well, that added
that was during the standard of, like, hey, we brought you here to get us over the top, and you were here for 8 years,
but that's
and you were an average pitcher in the postseason, and you're not going to get to go. You know,
but that's part of it, Don.
Yeah,
that's part of it.
These are all factors.
Right.
It is. That's why I can't get upset because, again, if the fans want it, they should get it, right? I mean, if you want. I'm just trying to think. Mike Pagliarulo up there, so bad, then by all means throw it up there.
Pags. What do you mean?
I know. I'm just saying.
Well,
that's
there
what you
you
want
go.
to do.
That's
I'm not a
just
Yankee fan. I can't say that.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he's no Pat Kelly.
I've always found CC to be great and gracious when he's come on. I think he's a really nice guy, and I understand why the fans love him because he played a not so tough position tough.
It's not usually a tough guy position.
And
respectfully to Garrett Cole,
and as much
tough energy, it isn't on every pitcher.
And it is interesting, Peter. Like, as cosmopolitan as New York is, we love the lunch pail guys.
Absolutely,
we love the guys that aren't scared, and he was all that. But I do remember because I was on the K show of times where Yankee fans were complaining, CC's killing us. He's making too much money. He's not doing anything.
Right.
And so there was a time where it was an issue.
Yes.
But I'm glad to see you can get over that. And I really do think whoever he hit on the Rays that time, like, that's stuff that...
Well, that was the final
and that's
memory.
17, and that was a young team in 16 and 17, and he was the leader, and he was the guy in the clubhouse to kind of bring them together during that run in 2017, and I get it. I get it, but I just... Listen, Mike Mussina was not the greatest of people to other people, but he was a hell of a pitcher too, man. He was.
Yeah, nobody's saying that he wasn't.
If he hits different for you as a Yankee fan, then I can't argue.
Yeah, again, Monument Park is a place you go when you want to talk about Yankee greats and players that fans loved and want to tell those stories and pass them down from generation to generation, and that's what it's about. And so CC Sabathia checks every box, and that's why he's there. Simple as that. Don, coming up, I'm going to read to you about a Met prospect.
Okay.
That's going to sound, and I'm going to ask you, is it real or is it fiction? And I want to see.
There's a Sid Finch situation?
It's giving off Sid Finch.
Okay.
It's giving Finch is what you're saying.
It's giving off Finch. In the meantime, may I give you a little bit of Rings End? Because we're about to get some work done at the house. I know everybody's excited about that, right? You all can't wait whenever I have projects around my house. You want to hear about them. Well, this one I'm looking forward to because I want to see if I get the one I want to do versus the one my wife Stephanie wants to do. This is all up to Andrew from Rings End. He came out to the house last week. He looked at a couple of ideas that we have. He's going to put together a plan, and then we'll see who gets to do the project that they want. But we already know who's doing it. That, of course, is Rings End. They work with pro contractors who build and remodel for a living. The pros trust them. I do now, and you can too. They have premium brands in windows, doors, decking, paint, lumber, kitchens, all the stuff you need for around the house, all built to last high-end product lines that contractors rely on. They do it right. They don't do it over. They're not a national chain now. They have regional expertise, 8 full-service lumber yards in Connecticut and Westchester County, and 12 freestanding paint centers. Now, Rings End is family-owned and operated since 1902. That's 124 years to you and me. They've been in business with deep Northeast roots, supporting local builders and communities. So they know your area. They know what your house needs. Can't make it to the store? Well, you can shop online. ringsend.com. That's ringsend.com. So, coming up, let's see how long it takes for Donnie's head to explode when he hears about this Met prospect. Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
ESPN New York, now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2026 Mazda CX-30 2.5S Select Sport all-wheel drive for $209 for 33 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for details. VIN TM105852. MSRP $29,530. Zero security deposit ends 3/2/26.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks, guys. Not an easy ride heading over to the outbound, George. First on the Cross Bronx westbound, a broken down car in the center lane by Jerome. That is you jam there from White Plains Road through to underneath the apartments. West Side Highway northbound. Still have this accident by the 79th Street Boat Basin. Left lane is down. You're crawling there from the Intrepid. Looks like we've got something brewing on the Deegan northbound in the West 230s. Delays there go back across the Triborough into Queens and up onto the Bruckner. Inbound, George, just about 5 to 10 for the upper deck. Outbound Lincoln and Holland Tunnels about 20 to 30 minutes each. Slow crawl at the Tappan Zee Bridge heading into Rockland County. Looks like an accident on the thruway northbound by 9W and Nyack. Delays go back onto the Westchester side. This report is sponsored by the New York City Department of Transportation. Speeding ruins lives. Drivers, watch out for pedestrians and cyclists and slow your turns to less than 5 miles an hour. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
ZipRecruiter. Focus Features presents the film Hamnet. From director Chloe Zhao and producers Steven Spielberg and Sam Mendes, the AFI hails Hamnet lifts the audience high above humanity. And now the Golden Globe winner for Best Picture of the Year has been nominated for 8 Academy Awards, including Best Actress Jessie Buckley and Best Picture of the Year. Hamnet, our stories live forever. Rated PG-13. May be inappropriate for children under 13. Now playing in theaters everywhere.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Empower. Ellie here is getting the sleeve she's always dreamed of. She worked with Empower and planned for her next move, so she got good at money. Now she can be a little bad. Oh, by the way, you spelled journey wrong. No worries. She can afford the cover-up, too. Ooh, check out my tat. It says, invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Father Subban, I did not even know.
Sorry?
Good for him. Look at PK, man.
Who? Oh, he's been ordained?
Yeah, I didn't know he was a priest.
He's not. He's just wearing a black shirt.
But what's
That's
that
buttoned.
white? But what's the white thing right at the top of the?
It's the unbuttoned. You know how
It's
they
the
have
shirt
like
has
the no
the-
collar shirt?
Yeah.
And then they sometimes the buttonhole, the stitching is a different color.
It happens to
he
be
chose
white.
on a black shirt, so I can understand your.
It makes him look like Father PK.
Right. He chose white. You chose violence.
That's right. Oh, I'm not coming after the man.
Wow.
Oh, you're not?
No, I'm just saying he
Wow.
looks like a priest. That's not. I mean, everyone makes choices with their appearance. What did you think, Alan? How do you think I did today, look wise, on ESPN?
I like it. I always told you your best look is the glasses,
Sweater.
and black shirt, sweater. I think you'd turtleneck.
That's the vibe you're going
I'd
for.
go there.
Yeah, you're a good turtleneck guy.
Yeah, you're a big turtleneck guy.
I think I'll have to do it again this weekend because I'm outside. Like I'd rather go turtleneck, I think, than like
You could go no. If you did suit, you're fine.
But you have to, you'd be wearing top coat.
But you'd have to go tie.
Oh, I always go tie.
Yeah. You see some people do the open collar thing.
I tried it a few months, 6 months ago, and I was like, it's not for
in
me.
the summer, okay.
But I don't like it. Doesn't work. You know what happens to me?
Some people are, some people aren't.
When I open up the collar for the tie, for whatever reason, that looseness when the shirt opens makes the whole shirt kind of fit me worse. You know what I mean? Like buttoning the top button and keeping it tight keeps my whole look together. The second I open it up and you're seeing neck, and it just doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
Some people
Taco meat, all of it.
Yeah, it's just not
need.
for me.
Yeah.
It's not me. You're doing a masterful job with the quarter zip today.
I just felt it.
It felt like
after get up, like the first thing you want to do is just scrape off the makeup, just get comfortable.
That's right.
But every time I say today's the day, I'm just going with joggers and a hoodie, and I'm like, I can't. It's work. You can't do that.
So you end up going quarter zip.
So I went quarter zip. So I thought that's at least comfortable.
Don, let me ask you a question, and I'd like the truth if you don't mind.
Oh, no.
Please, how many different suits are in rotation right now in the Devil situation? That's what people want to know, Alan.
It does. Yeah.
It's burning. The question's burning.
It's not a great number.
All right. Let's talk about
it. It's
it.
right now 8.
On Thursday. How many?
8.
No, I think 8's plenty. I think
that's yeah.
You're only
that's
doing
healthy.
That's a healthy number. How many games a month are you doing? 10?
Well,
yeah, 12,
least
15,
12.
right?
No, that's max.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, that's the one thing you notice is the dry cleaning bill.
That's up.
Extensive.
No, that's up.
Well, you don't have to dry clean a suit all the time, though.
The shirts.
The shirts you want to keep them clean, but the
shirts
suit
I do
shirts
one
get you.
wear.
Just steam the suit.
Shirts you're doing one wear.
Suits I do 2 wears.
2? No, Don, that's good. No,
you don't have to do that much.
Overkill. Just steam them. I mean, what are
them?
Are you working out in these suits?
Yeah, he does it all.
But I'm
runs the stairs.
All right, look at today. Right. So today I'm in the suit at 1:30.
Okay.
I walked the mile to the arena. I'm going to do the show, do the game, and sit on the. I'm not going to get out of the suit until 2 o'clock. I'm wearing the suit literally for 12 hours.
Well, you don't change before you get on the plane after the game?
What am I changing?
They have changes. You know, in the arenas they have rooms.
I've never seen one person do that ever.
Wait, to what, change in the arena?
We do it all the time.
Well, I don't know what you basketball people do.
Oh, you basketball
You don't even have to play.
I don't know what you
82
people are
games.
doing. You hear that in Jersey
Peter,
came
I'm
out?
being
I
serious.
don't know what you people are doing.
All the times I've been around hockey.
By the team locker room.
Nobody that I've ever worked with has changed out of their suit going to the plane.
That's a different story.
Oh, wait, to go to the plane?
Yeah.
Oh.
You never get comfortable for the plane ever?
I mean, I'll loosen the tie, take the jacket off, but I'm not going to go change into something else.
All right, this has happened. There are witnesses. I have literally changed next to the bus.
Standing next to it.
Yeah, but you know that the buses are. And Don knows they're side by side.
So you have a little. You could go between.
You can go between the buses. Nobody's around, and you just all right, real quick.
It's never even occurred to me to do it.
Now, what if but like Don, what if you had
especially
like
a long flight?
If it's like a nighttime 5-hour flight, 4-hour flight, you
we
don't want
did a San Antonio to Charlotte. There's no way I'm sitting in a suit.
No, you got to get cozy.
Have to get cozy.
What is this, the 50s? You don't have to dress up to get on your Pan Am flight.
But wait a minute.
Smoke
we're
my
not
cigarette.
Leaving, we're not leaving the Rock.
What?
I guess we did. We left the Rock to go to Colorado, to go to Denver.
Oh.
Didn't occur to me.
Oh.
Didn't
really?
occur to me to change out of my. Where am I going? Going to run to the bathroom?
Yes, Don. Because you're not are you the first one on the plane?
Never seen anybody do it.
Well, why don't you be a trendsetter?
Players used to do it, but now there's no dress code anymore.
It's secret. Mike Breen does.
I'm not judging people. I'm just saying I've never
You've never
seen it.
Well, you're new, so it would. I mean, this is Don's first year.
Why don't you be the trendsetter? Say, hey, fellas, this is how they do it in the NBA.
Trust me.
I'm sure in the NHL that'll go over well.
But we have to be honest. This is. There's no way around this.
All right.
This is Don's first year as the guy on TV.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I know Don very well.
Rule follower?
Not just rule follower, though that too, but the kind of guy he is. And by the way, I was this way too for many years at WWE, especially because I'm not around weekly. I'm only around monthly.
Okay.
It took me a long time to feel comfortable crossing any of the Rubicons of like, should I do this or do I have to be?
Oh, of course.
I'm a new guy.
No.
I
don't know what the rules are.
It takes time.
Yeah.
No.
I didn't used to go in the men's locker room. I just go in the TV locker room.
But Don has gone on planes. Like he's been on charters before.
Sure, because that's right.
No, and I've never seen all the people that I've worked with. You know, with the Rangers. You know, Sam Rosen and Joe Micheletti and Dave Maloney. Now working with Sal and Bryce and Rachel.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen them change.
Okay.
Just get on the plane and you go.
All right.
Now, the players used to change when they had the dress code out of their suit.
Yes, yeah.
Change right in the aisle of the plane. Didn't matter to them.
Oh, please.
But now there's no dress code anymore, which I kind of miss.
Okay.
But now they don't have to worry about it. But Peter, I would do it, but I think I'd literally be the first person to do it. I've never seen it.
But then you'd be comfortable, and then others would be like, "Look at Don."
It never
Don
occurred
looks
to me
so
to do it. Like I'm comfortable.
Here's the issue. Here's the issue.
Here's the issue.
Is that Don? You take off the suit. In some ways, it's actually worse because trying to pack it up really well to travel with it, you might wrinkle it more. Sometimes wearing it, you're in better shape than trying to find a place.
You're right, and I'm not going to go rummage through my luggage to change in it. I'm not doing that.
All right. Hey, listen.
You live the life you want.
You do you. But,
I'm going to get on the plane to St. Louis. I'm going to stuff my face, which I shouldn't do that late, but I'll be hungry.
What's your schedule the next few days? You're in Pittsburgh today, like you dream of.
After the game, we'll fly to St. Louis. Off day in St. Louis.
Oh, beautiful.
4 o'clock local time game Saturday, and then we fly home after the game.
Okay.
That's actually not bad when you think about it. You'll be home Saturday at a reasonable time.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's 4 o'clock.
But he's not going to be back at 2 o'clock in the morning.
No, he'll be home at 11. You're in your house at 11.
He'll have a good night's sleep.
Yes.
All right.
That part's nice.
800-919-3776.
So honor the tease.
So Don, if I told you the Mets had a prospect,
yes,
who once used to eat 30 raw eggs a day, who one time thought, I need to get more protein. So he went to a Brazilian steakhouse and ordered a bowl of chicken hearts.
Wait, who did this?
Yeah. And he wants to get his, the circadian rhythms right. Okay. So sleeps till 8 a.m., walks straight into sunlight and stands in it.
Okay.
Right? Very, very regimented. This is somebody who throws 99.6 miles an hour so far we have seen in the spring training early on. Last year hit over 100 in Double-A. Thinks he can get it up to 102.
Wow.
And figured out his fastball after getting cut from his college team and had one of his friends join him at a batting cage. And he started throwing heaters from the heart.
Heaters from the heart.
Yeah. And the best of all, he's got the attention of the manager, Carlos Mendoza, who said, if he throws strikes, he could be special.
Ah, there's the rub.
If he throws strikes, he could be special.
I'm trying to think of what the comp is for that.
30 raw eggs a day. Chicken
other ways
hearts.
to get protein, no?
Circadian rhythms and heaters from the heart. How are we not rooting for Ryan Lambert? He is my favorite Met right now.
30 raw
I want this
eggs?
to happen so bad.
30
Also,
raw
he's throwing
eggs
that
is,
fast.
no, 30 raw eggs
I
is
think that could kill you.
absolute
He did it for a
madness.
month. It can kill you.
That is absolute.
Yeah, I think it's salmonella. You know,
You could.
Right? You could.
Yeah.
Now, listen, I do enjoy a chicken heart.
So that's very
But
Sid
30?
Finchy, is it not?
Yeah, that's Sid Finch. That was a.
Like I'm reading this story.
It's Sid Vicious.
Anthony DiComo had this story, and the more I was so compelled because this guy sounds like he's completely off his rocker.
So a
but
chicken heart's a thing?
he's the right kind of crazy.
Chicken
though.
hearts is the thing. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
at Brazilian barbecue places, not all, but at good Brazilian barbecue places, in my experience, they'll come around. It's a skewer, and they'll have a skewer filled with chicken hearts.
Yeah.
And then if you want, they'll give me 3, and they'll
Put it in a
push,
bowl.
They'll push it off on your plate.
Or Fear Factor.
Or that too.
Well,
Are they good?
I actually, I used to enjoy them quite a bit. I will say that. I
What
enjoy
does it
the
taste like chicken.
The chicken. See what you did. The
Look at you.
It's like saltier. It's a salty piece of meat.
Chicken liver.
And it's it's got a little skin texture. And you kind of
Beef tongue.
Yeah, John's close on all these things. I feel a little weird now in retrospect having eaten it, but I did enjoy it.
Pickled ginger.
No, well,
Why does he sound so happy?
Hand-churned guacamole.
That's what Don's not for it, but I am.
I love me some hand churned.
All the best to John, by the way.
By the way, speaking of hand-churned guacamole, to me the most underrated line, perhaps in the history of cinema.
Cinema,
yeah,
is.
And you know it's serious because you can hear like the operatic singing now coming.
That would be
that's a national.
That'd be our national anthem.
Yes, is in the movie the one of the greatest films ever made, in my humble opinion. What About Bob? when Bob is having dinner with the Marvins, right? And you remember the scene. He's going crazy with every bite. He's making so much noise, and it's making Richard Dreyfuss want to lose his mind. And Bill Murray's just eating every bite, and he's like, "Oh my god, And then he goes, "Oh, what's the mom's name? Ah, darn it, I can't remember her name. Mrs. Marvin. This corn, is this hand shucked?" What would that have to do with the taste of the corn?
It felt like that whole movie. That Dreyfuss and Murray were almost like battling each other to see who could break character.
They're both.
It was unreal.
It's so underrated because you never see it on.
No, it's never
right.
on.
It's not. You don't stumble on it, and dude. It is one of the great comedies of all time. I watch it quite a bit, but that line just always sends me. Is this corn hand shucked? What the hell does that mean?
I want to bring in Anthony Pusa because unless I misunderstood what he said. Did you say all the best to John Sterling?
Yeah, John was on with Ricky Ricardo on The Fan this weekend and said that he had a heart attack in January. In only the way that John can, saying in January I had a heart attack. I'm fine now.
Oh, wow.
But
The
all
one
the
too
best
low.
to John because
I didn't
obviously, friend of the show. So all the best to John. Hope he's doing
you
well.
said that, and I had a feeling that I was the only one that caught it, and I wanted to find out.
You know what?
I thought he said it in our ear because I gave him a nod of acknowledgement that I was aware of it.
I saw a headline about something with Sterling. I didn't realize that that's what it was, but glad that he's all right.
Yes.
And sending John the best, man.
Yeah, and And while we're at it, Ron Dugay, we've heard, is battling cancer. So all the best to him as well.
Tough news.
Yeah, I saw that.
And he's struggling financially, needs help. So that's tough news.
Is there like a site to
There's
give him help?
GoFundMe that he has shared.
Okay, so you can. There it is. You can.
I retweeted it the other day, but that was tough news to see.
Yeah, if you look it up, if you look up Ron Dugay GoFundMe page, it's the first thing that'll pop up is support Ron Dugay's fight against cancer.
And can you believe that someone actually, and again, what a shock, a cesspool that X and Twitter has become. Someone actually said, "Can't believe this guy's asking for money. He made millions playing hockey."
Oh, you really think so?
Like, brother, look at when he played.
Wait, when did he retire?
70s to like.
He might have retired in like 80
something. Yeah.
Stop. Well, listen, people are morons. People are morons.
It's just, but like, how about just don't say anything?
Just lay out.
They can't.
Like that's the thing. The urge to just not say anything. He played till 99? No way he played till 99.
No, I know he played with like the Gulls. He
might have played like
played in the IHL
semi-pro
for a little while, because he was like a player.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is entirely accurate because of course it's a lot more.
Just go to Hockey Reference.
It's not Barton Carlin's "How much did that guy make" game.
Oh no,
but it's close. Would you guys like to take a guess?
Oh, this is fun.
At how much Ron Dugay earned in his lifetime as an NHL player?
As an NHL, how many years? I need to know years first, please.
I'm punching it up.
Just tell me years as a player.
Wow, how about
From this site says 77 to 89.
89. So we have a 12-year run in the NHL from 77 to 89.
Where most guys made like.
No, let's not even. Once we talk about math, it'll make it too easy.
All right.
Let's. I'm going to say that during the course of his career,
I'm going to go $2 million.
I'm going to go 975,000.
Yeah, I think it's under. I would think it's.
You think it's under $1 million?
Well, because all right, he was with the King. Because the reason 82 stuck in my head, 82, 83 was his last year with the Rangers before he got traded to Detroit.
Detroit, right?
So
broke my sister's heart.
It's possible. Then he went back to the Rangers in the 80s, and they were probably throwing some money around. He was a King in 88, so he might have gotten to the millions by the late 80s. So maybe I'll say he made an even $2 million.
That's what I said.
I'm going under both of you.
So according to this website, Ron Dugay in his lifetime made $2.6 million.
Oh, damn it!
And which would have equated to $8.6 million in today's dollars. But keep in mind that was $2.6 million, and it was 89.
Right.
So it's a long time ago.
And if you didn't,
and
did
you're
very
he
young,
invest well?
And did you invest well? Because you're a pretty young guy when you retire. Now you have kids to take care of. You have life. You send kids to college. All the things.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And
he's 31 when he retired.
And that does. By the way, that $2.6 million, that's pre-taxes. That's your salary for that time. That doesn't include what you take home.
It's tough. For those who just want to
shut up and just go to the GoFundMe page and support people in need.
Either support it or just
keep
quiet. Scrolling. You know what I mean?
They can't.
It's just crazy. So Don, Ryan Lambert, you're a fan, rooting for this?
Well, I mean, I'm rooting for a guy that can throw over 100 miles per hour. I don't care what he eats. He can eat his own hair. As long as he's throwing strikes, I don't care. Like you say, root for it. If he can get guys out, I don't care what he eats.
Relief pitcher. I just thought the Mendoza quote would have sent you off the edge.
Yeah, because what you're suggesting he's like Wild Thing for Major League,
yes,
right?
Heaters from the heart. I mean, who can't love that?
Heaters from the heart. That's
amazing.
That's a rom-com. Heaters from the heart. Like that feels
like an 80s.
Oh,
yeah, Heaters from the heart. That's Don. You know what that is? That's like the dugout in a 1982 baseball game. Just a few guys sitting around smoking some heaters. You know what I mean?
Oh, I was thinking of the like straight from the heart.
Yeah. Was that Bryan Adams?
Yeah.
There you go.
One more time. How old is Bryan? Because he looked like he was 47
he did.
in like 1984.
Bryan Adams probably 73.
He had that face, like his face had, but the pockmarks and stuff, right? So he always looked older than he really was.
It's always unfortunate.
But he still was a handsome man.
I think he still fought. I think women fought through that.
Yeah.
You think so? Everything I do.
I think they battled through.
Bryan Adams.
To
you and me. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Adams. 66.
Oh, okay.
All right.
He's like a baby.
Yeah.
But he looked 66 then.
That's the thing.
Don.
It's a hell of a run.
He looked a little older. But, there are a lot of reasons why he looked older.
Yes.
And there's also a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2026 Mazda CX-52.5S Select with all-wheel drive for $219 for 33 months, or buy with 1.9% APR financing for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for lease details. VIN TN 466016. MSRP $32,010. Zero security deposit. APR at $28.60 per month per $1,000 financed. Ends 3/2/26.
All right, so yesterday we talked about what Ron Guidry said, the whole idea of if George were here today. And we tried to explain how it's just not the same. If you didn't hear it, we'll touch on that. But now, hear from one of the biggest agents in the world and what he had to say about what he's seen from Hal Steinbrenner and whether or not it compares to the father. That's coming up next on Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Think premium meat has to come with a premium price? Not at Wild Fork Foods. You can get Brazilian beef tenderloin for only $10 a pound. Yes, $10 a pound. And Atlantic salmon portions for just $9.98 a pound. That's steakhouse and seafood house quality at home. Everything is blast frozen to lock in flavor and nutrients. You can shop one of their 7 locations or order online for same-day delivery. WildForkFoods.com. Wild Fork Foods. Quality meat. Wild prices.
Hey Yankees fans, gather a group of 10 or more and take advantage of our 2026 Yankees group ticket specials. Whether you're getting together with family and friends, organizing a fundraiser, or entertaining clients, your group will love bonding over the Bronx Bombers. Start planning your 2026 group outings today. Log on to Yankees.com/groups. Call 212-YANKEES or email us at groups@Yankees.com. That's 2026 group tickets. Call 212-YANKEES or visit Yankees.com/groups today.
Everyone needs to take care of their mental health, even running back Bijan Robinson.
When I'm on the field and feeling the pressure, I usually just take a deep breath. When I'm just breathing and seeing what's in front of me, everything just slows down. It just makes me feel great before I run the play.
Just like Bijan, we all need a strong mental game on and off the field. Make a game plan for your mental health at loveyourmindplaybook.org.
Love your mind.
Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Foundation, the Arthur M. Blank Family Foundation, and the Ad Council.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. We're going to start off in Jersey. New York Sirens are home tonight at the Rock in Newark. Probably want to give yourself a generous head start. Just packed on 21 in both directions, heading over to Market Street in the Prudential Center. Inbound, George, stick with the lower deck. Upper level will run you about 10 to 15 minutes. Worst of it's the outbound side, Cross Bronx westbound. First by the Sheridan, a crash blocking 2 lanes. That is you jam from the Bruckner. After that, a broken down car westbound in the center lane by Jerome. Outbound Lincoln will run you about 20 to 30 minutes. Stick with the outbound Hahn if you can. That's about 15 to 20. No relief on the belt eastbound in Brooklyn. A big pothole over by Coney Island Avenue. Delays there from before the Verrazano. You're backed up into Bay Ridge. This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Visit mad.org. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-731-4558 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as 1 day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
This is up there for me in my Mariah favorites. This is way up there.
How many hits, though?
For Mariah?
Oh, my God.
No, don't say, oh, my God.
No, a lot.
No. So how many, so there really are a lot, right? Because her first album hits are practically forgotten. Yes. Like Vision of Love was a huge song at the time.
Monster.
And when she was like this, brand new artist, and I think won Best New Artist. But like that first album of hits kind of have disappeared, Don, because as the years went on, she had these other like bigger smashes. Don't worry, I'll look it up for you, Alan, to help you out.
Why would I need to be able to type on a computer in
Don't get upset.
a studio? Why would that be necessary?
Obviously, Hero is gigantic.
I'm going to throw this thing across the room.
Always Be My Baby is huge.
Great song.
One Sweet Day is like the death anthem. With Boyz II Men.
It really is. Can we death anthem?
Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying, though. It is so sad. It's just heartbreaking.
We could do better. Don't worry about it.
Her cover of Michael Jackson's "I'll Be There" from the Unplugged. Do you remember that?
Tremendous.
That was gigantic. Then you have all the the up tempos, the Honey, the Fantasy remix that I just played.
Yeah, Honey is.
All of this we're saying. Without getting to Dream Lover, which I love. And then all of that is to before you get to that she made an absolute top 5 all-time Christmas song.
Yeah.
That she wrote. All I Want for Christmas is not some song written in 1955. Mm-hmm. It's written by Mariah Carey.
It's for Stephanie, it's not Christmas until that song plays.
That's I mean, like Don, at this point you could argue there's not a bigger pop culture Christmas song than All I Want for Christmas.
And
she got some hammers.
And where's she from, Peter?
She is from Long Island,
That's
I believe.
correct. We only know greatness.
But Anthony, you can't do All I Want for Christmas anymore?
Me and Jacob are on the same page here.
Well, it's
just too much now. It's not her fault.
No,
or maybe it is her fault. I don't know.
No, it's not her fault.
But I can't do it anymore.
But
it's funny. I don't hate it.
It's February.
Yeah, it's February. You're done right now.
We were tired of it in mid-December. Okay.
Sure.
It's February.
But on December 1st, the day after Thanksgiving, it feels great.
Oh, it hits just right.
You get to December 20, it's a little crazy. But no,
yes.
Don, to answer your question, even though you checked out long ago.
No, I'm looking at myself.
Don, you're looking up. She has a nice.
Don went to Images.
Well, no, I'm looking at.
Oh my gosh! Remember Love Takes Time?
Yes.
Love Takes time to heal when you're hurting so much. Can't believe that I was blind.
This man felt
to
pain.
let you go. And that's all the first album that, again, it's kind of been forgotten. And it was huge at the time.
It's hard to believe that All I Want for Christmas Is You only peaked at 2. Never got to 1.
I'm surprised it doesn't get to 1 every year.
Every year.
And that was 94, so I can't believe it's that old.
If it was a
Without
day.
You hit
Wow.
1. Against All Odds hit 1.
Wow. I didn't even remember Against All Odds. Is it a cover of
She's
Against
got
All Odds?
39 top 40 hits with her or other people.
Without You is the cover. Right?
I was just guessing that Against All
No,
Odds.
but Without You is a cover, right?
I don't know. But she's also had, like, When You Believe was with Whitney Houston.
Oh, my
One
God.
Sweet Day was with Boyz II Men.
Well, yeah.
Endless
that's the
Love
death
was with
anthem.
Luther
That's the death anthem right there.
Vandross.
Oh, her Luther is her Endless Love. She has an Endless Love cover. Fantastic.
I Know What You Want with Busta Rhymes.
Well, I didn't even think about I Know What You Want.
Bad Fingers. Yeah. Without You. That song that'll make you cry. That song.
No, listen, if you remove the fact that nothing about Mariah feels, quote, rock and roll,
no,
she's an absolute, just complete slam dunk.
She's a juggernaut.
Yeah, it's what she's done is
Yeah.
crazy town. She had absolute smashes, punch smashes. Now, listen, I wish that Mariah would occasionally not wear heels that require her to be carried by 2 people everywhere she goes. It drives me crazy.
Her New Year's Eve here in New York City a couple of years ago.
No.
Oh my God, that was something special.
She wears these heels. So for the last several years now, you'd think she's like not doing well, like she's ill or 65.
Right,
it's
yeah.
not that. She refuses to not wear these gigantic heels when she performs.
But you can't walk.
So they have to walk her out. I'm always like, what? Don't you just wear a dress and cover your feet and wear some sneakers so you can take a step?
Right, but are you really wearing these shoes if you got to get carried around?
That's the thing to me. Once you have to be carried around, I'm
Right.
going, these aren't the shoes for me.
Yeah, this is like trying to win the Masters in a golf cart. Doesn't count.
But isn't that the definition of what she is, which is a diva?
A diva, which is sort of it's in the vortex. It goes all the way around, and it's rock star. You see what I'm saying?
You know what?
It's like the other side mirror of what a rock star is.
Yeah.
She is that.
Take all the brown M&Ms out. Don't look me in the eye.
Dude,
destroy the hotel room. Rock star.
If she shows up, you're going to see a mob of like 48 people, and they go, "Oh my God, it's Mariah Carey!"
Yeah.
And there's
fussing.
Yeah, there's yeah. But that it's so funny. I think I remember early Mariah so well. Like when she was that fresh-faced, brand-new, beautiful girl who no one really knew, who Tommy Mottola had signed to Columbia and was like, I think they were dating.
The Someday song, that video.
We left Someday out.
Yeah, that Someday song, the video. She's like 18.
And
looks 18.
And not to mention the when she hits the super high.
Yeah. It keeps the.
I mean,
please, don't.
I'm not going to do it
Not
again.
to break the glass.
I'm very tough.
But yes, I guess that was her thing. She started showing off the notes no one else could hit. That's where it began.
The one thing is, I don't think she held on to it in the same way. Like I think Whitney never really lost any of it. I don't know that Mariah still is able to regularly live in that world anymore. That's the thing with a voice has that kind of range and goes up that high.
No, it's true.
And then it's a killer about Celine Dion. Like I get so sad when I think about Celine Dion's health situation and that she's not able to perform. That makes me really, really sad. Not that I'm like some Celine Dion fan.
No, imagine how she feels.
I'm not a 64-year-old mother, but
or Pinhead Suit.
Oh my God!
Wow.
No, John Winthrop's only concert.
I know.
One concert in history. Celine Dion. Whose grandmother is he? It doesn't make any sense.
Or whose grandmother did he go with?
No. Oh, see, now that's an interesting thing. We never thought about.
That's an interesting story that could save the day.
Mr. Steal Your Grandma.
At least there was a purpose to this trip. Do we have enough time for Hal Steinbrenner?
Yes.
We also have so many people here.
We do. That's what I mean. I'm kind of balancing this.
Do you want me to hit Hal on the NN?
Yes.
Let's talk to people, and I'll hit Hal.
I think Hal, because I don't want it to just be a quickie, as they say.
You want to get some time?
I think we need some time with this.
All right.
You know what I mean? So instead, let's talk to people. And, our good friend Heather has a Mariah recommendation, among other things. Hey, Heather, where you been?
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hey, Heather.
Just been busy, but I saw Dom last night at the game. I was able to grab him for a quick second. I still listen to you guys every ride home, but I told Don, I said, I haven't called in because I try to call in for topics that I feel I am knowledgeable in.
Okay.
And this is one of them?
So, yes. So you guys are talking about Mariah Carey, and
That's right.
Peter would probably know about this. So I think one of her really good songs is the My All remix that she does with Lord, Tariq, and Peter Gunn.
Yes. I got to tell you, I don't remember the remix with Lord Tariq and Peter Guns. I just remember My All.
Now we have to find it.
Yeah, I'm going to look and
It's
see.
really good. You have to look it up. I think that was around the time, I think she was recently divorced, and I remember, like, the CD cover. She's wearing, like, a Gucci bralette, and her hair is, like, really big, and I think she was, doing, trying to branch out or whatever, but anyway. And then also, too, I just heard you talk about that she always wears those crazy heels. I read an article once that she is so used to wearing high heels all the time that even when she is home and she's barefoot, she walks on her tippy toes.
No, okay. That's insane.
That's
if that's
wild.
true, that is wild.
Heather, how was it when you filmed My Cousin Vinny?
It's so funny that you guys say that because we always laugh at home, and I say all the time, I'm like, oh my gosh, if they do a play or if they're going to do like part 2 of that, I will go up against Marissa Tomei for her own part.
You really are.
I need you to deliver the line. You know the line I'm talking about. Stomp the foot. Give me the line.
Okay, wait, no, that one's not my favorite, so I'll do this one.
Okay.
Imagine you're a little doe idea. You get thirsty. You see a brook. You put your little clear deer lips down to the cool, clear water, and bam, a freaking bullet hits you in the head, and your brain laying on the ground in bloody pieces. Now I ask you, you think she gives a crap what kind of pants the son of a bitch who shot him was wearing?
Wow.
Yes.
Heather!
Oh, that was brilliant.
Heather,
I'm glad you went to that. That was a nice pivot.
That was so good, Heather. So good. Thank you, dear.
Wow. Terrific.
That was tremendous. All she had to do was my biological clock is ticking like this, and we would have been fine. But she delivered line by line.
That was
flawless.
That wasn't a strange pull. That was a fantastic pull.
We love Heather.
What was the name of the song with that she was talking about?
My All remix?
I don't see it in her list of hits.
I don't know if My All's making it to the top. That's the thing. She has a lot of secondary.
Oh, wait, My All
got
to 4 in 1998.
Yeah, that's the regular My All.
Yeah.
For sure.
Not the one.
A remix.
Not the remix.
But she said it's good, so.
We'll give it a shot. Let's check it out.
If Marissa Tomei says to do it, we're
coming
doing
out of the next break, we want to hear her song.
All right. Rose is in the car. Rose.
Yes, fellas. How you doing?
What's happening?
Good evening. First off, number one, Don, congratulations on the Devil's job. Love you. Been listening to you forever.
Thank you.
Hahn, been listening to you since Hahn and Humpty. Rosenberg, I've been listening to you since I was like 13. So, number one, I just wanted to say, Don, the Devils are doing their thing. So congratulations to that. I want to get Hahn's take on how you feel about the Knicks going into the playoffs. How you feel, because I don't know about you, but clearly they're not better than the Jets. And then one more thing to bring back for Rosenberg. Debbie Duhane is the only person that says Van Wyck. And I was there when you guys were bringing up Van Wyck, but Debbie Duhane is the only person, because I listened for the rest of the day, she's the only person that says Van Wyck. So if anyone's not going to correct anyone, are you guys willing to correct her? And you guys have a good day, man. I'm so glad to be on the show. Appreciate you guys all the way.
Thank you, man.
Go Niners.
Great call.
Appreciate
it. That's a morning show thing. Rick and Dave are going to have to do that.
Yeah, they have to handle that. And Dave's a stickler for being correct, right? Correct pronunciation and everything like that.
He might check out during traffic. I'm just guessing.
Oh, yeah, that could happen.
And he doesn't even notice. One way or the other. No, that's not Dave. I bet he's locked in.
All right, we have more calls to get to. ENN, top of the hour, 800-919-3776. We want to remind everybody to see us live from the Irish Exit at Moynihan Train Hall. That's coming up Friday, March 13th, before the semifinal round of the Big East Tournament, at MSG. Stop by before you head to the Garden or before your commute home. You can see myself, you can see Don, you can see Peter live from the Irish Exit. It's right there in Moynihan Train Hall. It's a great spot, easy. It's like the crossroads of the world. Everybody is walking through that area at that time. 3 o'clock is when the show starts, as you know. Just steps away from Madison Square Garden and, of course, right there by Penn Station. It's brought to you by Schweppes. Above the Rim Refreshment. Feel the madness and refresh your game with a Schweppes Seltzer or Schweppes Ginger Ale. Sam Adams and Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Available at Avendia and the Rutherford. Must be 20 or older to purchase. Please drink responsibly.
Ever want to go to the NBA Finals? Well, now's your chance, courtesy of FanDuel. All you have to do is use your profit boost on an NBA future, and you'll be entered for a shot to win an NBA Finals trip for two. NBA futures let you lock in your pick for who you think will go all the way, whether it's a team to win the championship or a conference title. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started. Ever want to go to the NBA Finals? Well, now's your chance, courtesy of FanDuel. All you have to do is use your profit boost on an NBA future, and you'll be entered for a shot to win an NBA Finals trip for two. NBA futures let you lock in your pick for who you think will go all the way, whether it's a team to win the championship or a conference title. Play your game with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. 21 and over, physically present in New York. No purchase necessary. Limit one entry per profit boost token. Opt-in required. Must apply profit boost token on select market. Restrictions apply. See full terms, including methods of entry, at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-8-OPEN-WIDE or text OPEN-WIDE 467-369.
Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S, Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach your friendly live agent. Donation's super easy and your car can be picked up by tomorrow. Call now or go to carsforkids.org.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge, or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Rings End is your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. They're your store for quality with a full line of brilliant and durable Benjamin Moore paints. They're your store for inspiration with thousands of colors and a variety of sheens. And Rings End is your store for expertise with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. Insist on Benjamin Moore paint from Rings End because the gorgeous color you love can't be matched in another brand of paint.
It starts with the first early morning, the uniform, the training, the challenge. Every trooper remembers day one at the academy. But where they end up, no two stories are the same. At the New York State Police, the path you take is up to you. If you're ready for a career with endless opportunities for growth, start here. Go anywhere. Apply today at joinstatepolice.ny.gov.
Progressive knows there's no one more important to your team than your pet. They're like your top draft pick.
And it looks like Chuck has selected Pepper the Corgi. Bold pick there, Deborah.
Yeah, Rich, Pepper has a high ceiling for sure, but he does have a tendency to bark at every tree.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table, but also takes a lot off of it, especially when it's been left near the edge.
Nothing left to do now but suit him up for the dog park.
Protect your top draft pick from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates to third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. Right now, Pella Windows and Doors of New Jersey is offering 25% off windows and doors and 0% APR for 24 months. Some restrictions may apply. See store for details. Offer ends February 28, 2026.
Step inside the game you love with the NBA app. Tap to watch every game as it's happening.
Jalen Brunson does it again!
And never miss a moment of the jaw-dropping action. Get closer to the players than anywhere else. Follow the latest schedules, scores, and stats. Keep up with every story from across the league. And with NBA ID, it's all personalized to you. The game lives here. Download today.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2026 Mazda CX-50 2.5 S Select all-wheel drive for $219 for 33 months. Or buy with 1.9% APR financing for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for lease details. VIN TN466016. MSRP $32,010. Zero security deposit. APR $28.60 per month for $1,000 finance. Ends 3/2/26.
Hey Yankees fans, 2026 Yankees individual game and group tickets are on sale now at Yankees.com/tickets. Next season's home schedule is highlighted by interleague games against the Dodgers, Braves, and Cardinals. As always, we'll host the annual series of games against the Mets, as well as baseball's best rivalry with the Red Sox. Don't miss out on all the exciting action in the Bronx. Get your 2026 Yankees tickets today at Yankees.com/tickets.
Iron Maiden's got to go in if Priest is in. That's what I'm saying.
All right, you're saying that. You're on the record, Don.
It's kind of like the Who and Zeppelin. There's a little rivalry there, and they both got to go.
Okay. Well, who are you taking out when it comes to the list?
Who are you taking out?
That's what I'm saying.
All right. Well, Alex in Lynbrook wants to talk a little Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Alex?
Yes, hi. Donnie, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is a disgrace. You know who's not in the Hall of Fame?
Who's that?
There's a lot.
Meatloaf and Jim Steinman. How could they not be in the Hall of Fame?
Bad Out of Hell is one of the greatest albums ever. That's a no skip. I don't know, man. Listen, why did it take so long for Kiss? And I know Kiss wore makeup, but they were iconic. It took forever for them to be able to. Yeah, right, I do think it is a joke. That's why I'd love to get Questlove on to see exactly
how the process
what's going
works.
on there. Because you're right. There's a lot of like. Why are we waiting so long for Phil Collins to be in?
Mm-hmm.
It's a disgrace, and I'm worried about Mr. Hahn and Peter. I really am.
Why?
Mr. Hahn, you think Sade should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Well, are you focusing on the word? We said you have to kind of get the word rock and roll.
I'm kind of curious why he's worried about me when he doesn't have any idea who Sade is.
Yeah, do you really know Sade's body of work?
I know who Sade. No, I'm not saying she's not talented. I'm saying if we're talking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, not Peter.
Yeah.
Does hip hop and rap have their own museum?
They're building a museum right now. Yes, but they don't have it. But they don't have its own Hall of Fame.
We want to separate.
Should Elvis Presley be when there's a hip hop and rap Hall of Fame? Should Elvis Presley be in there?
But that comp doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
Because rock and roll as a genre of music is all encompassing to blues and soul and so many other pieces.
If I may,
Alan, please go ahead.
It's rock and roll's the tree. Okay, it has many branches. Many genres, many different, like it has sub-genres, right? So, Alex, that's the point of rock and roll, is that it is kind of the tree of which all other pop music has grown from since it became something, right? So that's the whole point. That's the point of it. Now, hang on. I'm not done. The point I'm trying to make to you is when it comes to Sade, if we already have a precedent set, which is why I said, well, she's really talented. Do I think it makes sense? No, I don't. But because the precedent is now set, that's what it is. So don't look at rock and roll as guitars and drums and guys with long hair. Look at it as the tree and the branches that now create all different types, whether it's, again, New Order, you know what I mean, the new wave side of it, the punk side of it. Hip-hop is, by the way, a derivative of rock and roll. It absolutely is. So you have to just understand that that's not, when you think of rock and roll, you're thinking of it as something you grew up with that looked a certain way. Understand that's not how it's being viewed when it comes to the Hall of Fame. Well, it's being viewed as a tree with now many branches.
Does that make sense?
Mr. Hahn, just like the Hall of Fame, if you have to think about a player, then he shouldn't be the Hall of Fame. You got to think about the list that Peter gave, the nominations. Only 3, maybe 4 should be in
But we said that. But Alex, we said that, though. We were saying there's some that can and some that can't. We were naming acts, and we were just reacting to the acts. We weren't saying all of them belong in it.
I think it's very strategic because, after all, it's a business, right? I've been to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They're trying to get people to go. This used to be something that was done in Cleveland. Now they've opened up Barclays Center. They're trying to sell tickets. They're trying to get on television now.
They're right.
HBO
they want the
had
show.
a contract with them. Disney
you make
Plus
money.
now has a contract.
And by
with
the
them.
way, and I got to tell you, Don, as a result of that, it's become a much better television show. It's a really good show now.
And you got to open it up. So you're getting stuck on the name, but it's also a financial decision for them. And also, dirty little secret, guys, and this is coming from a rock and roll fan. 30 years from now, who are you inducting? Take a look at the musical landscape right now. Where is rock and roll?
Yeah.
You know, and they're going to need
sound or look the
hip-hop,
way it
and
used
they're
to.
going to need pop music because otherwise they're not going to be able to induct anybody.
Yeah.
Because once you put the Foo Fighters in, who they're probably already in, right? Because Paul McCartney inducted them a few years ago. Like, I know whenever we do this, we'll get a call. Well, this is this act or that act, man. If I don't know who they are, and I'm the average music fan, tells me that they're not gravitating. You listen to top 40 music now. There's not a lot of rock and roll. It's a dying thing.
And how would the caller like it? How would the caller like it if people looked at the origin of rock and roll, where it started from, right? To be very clear, the black artists who created the genre, and if people then looked all the way forward to a Led Zeppelin or the Who, and they went, those guys don't look anything like or sound anything like a Little Richard. How is that rock and roll? So you have to be willing to evolve this whole thing. It's been evolving since it was created.
I can't get into the callers. I don't even think it's about race.
I don't mean race. I just mean sounds.
Nobody has a problem with Chuck Berry being in the Hall of Fame, right? If In Living Color was able to put.
But Don, that's not what I mean. I'm using. Right. It's not about the race of the people. It's about the fact that the music sounded and the way they dressed and acted looked in some ways fundamentally different from where 70s and 80s rock was. But it's all rock and roll.
Right. It is. But I can understand somebody go, really, Mariah Carey? That's not rock and roll. But the way I look at it is this: like the top 40. Was always about the biggest hits, and most of them were rock and roll. And then you started to see other types of music come in there, and that's where you kind of opened it up. People get caught in the semantics of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
It kind of just sounds better than the Pop Hall of Fame.
Better the
Let's
Pop
be honest.
Hall of Fame or the Music Hall of Fame or something like that.
That's really it. You got to accept it's the Music Hall of Fame.
I know, and that's why I tried to create the idea of just thinking.
That was the way you thought of it was really good because your whole tree and branch thing is rock and roll's the tree. But hip hop's a branch. It doesn't make sense to put the tree in the branch, but the branch is connected to the tree.
But also,
yes.
But that's a nice way of saying it. But also, I can see somebody saying, hip hop's not rock and roll. Country music is not rock and roll. There are certain things that do get divided. If I have a rock station, I'm probably not going to be playing.
But that's format, Don.
That's format, not the Hall of Fame.
But format is
All right,
also
here.
What's the format? Well, I'm a country music station.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Because the problem with some Hall of Fames in sports is that they only involve like professional, right? But if you look at the Basketball Hall of Fame, it's a great example. It's not the NBA Hall of Fame. So you could have college players who are great, never played in the NBA. You could have players who played in overseas, Europe, never even came to North America, but they were iconic overseas. The women players as well. Like you're having. That's the idea. Is that it's sort of the same thing, but it is a very different game.
But the better comp would be putting rugby players into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, because
if rugby came after football.
But you know what I'm saying? I can understand people saying like, wait a minute, if you're going to a rock and roll show and Mariah Carey's the headliner, you wouldn't call it a rock and roll show.
No, you would not.
I get that, but it's also again a business decision, because if you're my age, Alan, you might remember WHN.
Yes.
1050 WHN,
was
which are on
country.
now. Country station, they played a lot of Elvis. You know why? Because not a lot of country fans in New York. So they had to kind of branch out. And there was a little rockabilly about Elvis Presley, but it's like, you know what? People like Elvis, so we're going to throw some of his songs on here too, because, we want people to listen to our station.
Yeah.
And we want people to come to the show, so we're going to have to open it up a
just
little.
requires a thing called nuanced thought.
That's what it was.
That's all it requires.
And I want to explain to everyone, we all recognize the oddity that it is to have some of the names that we were reading today. All of us, the three of us are definitely music buffs. We love music.
Yeah.
We all recognize the oddity of it, but we also understand that's the time right now.
That's where we're at.
That's where we're at.
And we want to celebrate music and push it forward. So
remember.
Well, you know what time it is now?
ENN time, baby.
ENN time, baby. Coming up next on Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
March is here and the madness is underway. Schweppes offers above-the-rim refreshment and is proud to sponsor the Big East Conference. Take a break from the action with a Schweppes seltzer. Enjoy 7 refreshing flavors such as black cherry, lemon lime, cranberry lime, and strawberry mango. Each Schweppes seltzer flavor provides a perfect touch for any occasion. Schweppes, a sparkling tradition since 1783 and the perfect way to elevate your everyday refreshment. Stop by your local food bazaar to get your favorite Schweppes seltzer for a slam dunk experience.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Brandy Scott.
Thanks so much, guys. Have a great rest of the night. Get home safe and quick. Going to see some slick and icy spots as the temperatures continue to drop. We've got the Rangers back on the ice at MSG. If you're going to drive into Midtown, stick with the west side over the east side of town. FDR northbound, jam with a crash right before the 59th Street Bridge. Southbound FDR, something brewing by East Houston. You're bumper to bumper there from the Triborough on down. Nets are home at the Barclays in Brooklyn, just packed on the BQE approaching Atlantic Avenue. Westbound, especially tough. Delays go back into Queens. Still your worst ride heading over to the outbound George Cross Bronx westbound. Still have this accident blocking 2 lanes by the Sheridan. After that, a broken down car in the center lane by Jerome. You're slammed there from the Bruckner on through. Inbound George, stick with the lower deck. Upper deck about 15 to 20 minutes. Outbound Lincoln Orania 30 to 40. Outbound Holland 15 to 20. I'm Brandy Scott on 880 ESPN New York.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
We expect our information in real time. U.S. Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. U.S. Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 888-665-0696 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check as easy as... That's 888-665-0696.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station. This is an ENN special report. Now reporting...
The very handsome Jewish man, Peter Rosenberg.
We should talk some sports. Do what you want. It's ENN.
Hi, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to ENN.
Ray Rowe.
You ever watch YouTube?
Woo! Yeah, it was Ric Flair's birthday yesterday. I missed it.
And Paul O'Neill. The last commercial break of
Happy
the third
birthday, Ric
period
Flair.
at The Rock.
Yeah.
They always do a Ric Flair thing. And A lot's changed for Rick.
Oh, yeah.
But he was the man back in the day.
Well, no, he's still the man. He's physically a bit different, a bit older.
See the commercials he's doing these days?
He's the man for Car Shield, that's for sure.
That's what it is.
Car Shield stuff is
Listen, he had to get a nice
criminal.
He had to get a nice check for Car Shield, though. If we've all seen it a million times.
It is
Well, you don't do what he does for free.
Oh, no.
ENN is brought to you tonight by our friends at Ramsey Mazda.
Sure is.
I'd like to say good evening to Alan.
If you are inclined to watch Wemby and Company, they host the Spurs at 7:30. Well, no, I said Nets first, before that part.
Well, guess what?
That's
how drops
conveniently
work.
edited out.
Welcome to Drop Madness.
That's doctored. That's
not doctored.
No.
That is what a drop is.
No, that is misrepresentation is what that
That's
is.
a PED drop. That's a
If you
performance
are
enhancement.
inclined to watch Wemby and Company, they host the Spurs at 7:30.
Oh, pronouns, pal.
Describe the Nets.
But you can't edit out.
No.
This is not Frankenstein's monster.
Oh, it is, though.
Every drop that we've ever played is about getting rid of what happened before and after.
No, maybe getting rid of.
That's all that happened here.
The context.
Yes.
This is editing something out that
Fact.
he said.
No. But like yesterday, Monica said things before and after she said, "You have to look at my toilet." We didn't include it.
By the way,
we didn't include that.
But what makes this
the drop
funny is that it makes it seem like he had the Spurs playing the Spurs.
I'm
You
like yo-yo
doctored
announcer
that.
who doesn't
That's
know.
That's not doctored.
Come on.
No, it is.
That's not doctored.
Edited.
But no.
It's a scam. It's eliminated.
That's what it is. We've been bamboozled.
It's disqualified.
Jacob, are you responsible?
Nope.
Anthony, you're responsible?
I'm responsible because Griffin said, "Did you miss the drop of Allen saying Wemby's playing the Spurs?"
No.
So Griffin called you out.
And when you went back and listened to it, Anthony,
I heard Wemby played the Spurs.
Right.
I said, and the Nets.
I'll go back and listen.
But
to
here's the thing: if the vibe it gave was he's saying Wemby's hosting the Spurs, that's the vibe it gave.
Well, but it also could just be Griff not hearing Nets.
It's bad.
But maybe he did
table.
forget to say Nets. If he forgot to say Nets,
then what do you
I'm
say?
in.
I don't know. I feel misrepresented and very uncomfortable right now. If you are inclined to watch Wemby and Company, they host the Spurs at 7:30.
Good evening to myself.
Yeah.
That's trouble.
How is that any different than when I think it was the last time I was in Pittsburgh?
That sounded like it. Yeah, it hurt.
Oi.
Do you do it again? Do you do it again? Or is that you or the drop?
No, it's me.
Right now, you're doing it again.
I'm going to. I just cut, and it's going to be on Peter's page in just a moment. Exactly what happened before and after the drop, without me editing.
It's important.
I can't
anything.
Wait. I can't wait.
And there it is.
Here it is. I'm so excited. That's not it. Here it is.
That's at 7 also, 7:08 puck drop, I'm sure. No Sid the Kid.
No Sid.
And if you are inclined to watch Wemby and Company, this feels like the Spurs have played like back-to-back-to-back-to-backs. They host the Spurs at 7:30. You took out the Nets part. You heard that pause?
Stands. If there were no Nets, the drop
you
stands.
heard the pause. That's edited out even more. That's even worse now.
No,
you erased the middle part. I see
You're
what
calling
you did.
Anthony human trash is what you're doing.
That's
because he would never do
Listen,
that.
I think he's walking the border right now. He's right on the line. He's
Anthony,
right on the line.
That's where I thrive.
Anthony, did anybody tell you the
The
other?
hefty bag's out. He's climbing in.
So first of all, that drop lives.
Oh yeah.
Second of all, Anthony, did anybody tell you last week that on the Ebro Laura Rosenberg morning show program that Ebro said you suck Pusick on the show?
No. Oh, that's awesome.
So you're gonna need to. I'll get you the date. I think it was last Thursday or Friday.
That makes me feel great.
But
how did that happen?
Because someone.
Because I suck.
I was reading. It had to be me reading. So it was probably a Friday where we read emails from listeners, and I read probably where someone said, listen to you in the afternoon. Parentheses, you suck, Pusick. And when I said that, Ebro goes, oh, shout out to Anthony Pusick. And I said, what you really should say is you suck, Pusick. And then he was like, you suck, Pusick. And I went, that's a drop.
You know what?
I created it, but I think it's worthwhile.
That's awesome.
It's a good one.
So a career was born.
We got to go find it. I think it was last Friday. I'm gonna work on it.
All right. Well,
you don't know.
Good evening to Rick
The
Flair.
team that will not be named is playing the Spurs.
Good evening to Rick. Oh, okay. Hold on. Good evening to Heather Babbles.
You think she gives a crap what kind of pants the son of a douche I won't wear?
She brought it, man. She brought it.
That was terrific.
Now I have something I got to tell Don, and I admit I'm being an S starter right here. I admit it.
Okay.
Don, I do want you to know that Jacob dumped when she said that live on the air.
No. Oh, come on, man.
I wasn't there.
Yeah. SOB, I wasn't letting it slide.
She didn't
my
like. You got
God. They said it on MASH 40 years ago. Let's all grow
We
up.
were at war then, Don.
No, we were not at war.
MASH was at war.
Well, MASH was about war.
It was about war, but it was 1982.
Yeah, I think SOB you're fine with. They have these guys
Come
so
on,
scared.
You know what? Honestly,
They have them
honestly,
too scared. It's not
I
right.
know how easy it is to do an average show.
Yeah,
you know how much less prep I do if all we have to do is be average?
Come on.
My life would change, but no. I want to be great.
That's right.
I can't believe that.
But it's don't worry, we're going to put it on social, right?
We lost Don.
I said
Also, YouTube got it, so.
YouTube got it.
Yeah, YouTube's got it all.
And I said we should put out a social and keep it unedited. I think that deserves to be a social clip. How
Completely
good she
agree.
was there.
Just get a headshot of Heather so we can put that up.
And then put Marissa Tomei next to her?
Right.
A headshot of Heather. What is she, an actor?
Goodness.
I mean, she's the one talking. We're just listening.
I know, but how do we get a headshot of her?
Got her number.
Next time I see her at The Rock, I'll take a picture.
There you go.
Let me say good evening to Ric Flair.
First of all, I do not think of you as a stupid son. Let's clarify that.
Is that when I got him to call your show?
That was to me, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
He
was
would
a bit of a controversy.
He was coming at me for
Oh,
a
he
while
was
on
so-
Twitter.
I
And then
know.
there was that one day where he then again came at me. And then the very next day, rose petals.
You know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do right now on the air?
Oh, no.
We're gonna do this right now on the air.
What are we doing on the air?
We're gonna send him. Hold on, because this is meaningful. I think the last time I texted him, sadly, is his birthday, which is a bad guy.
Bad guy.
Rick, I'm here with your good buddy, Alan Hahn. We're live on Don Hahn and Rosenberg. We had to say happy birthday, buddy. It's been way too long. Alan, what do you want to say?
I want to say happy birthday.
Woo! That's not bad. Not bad. Love you, bud. See there? Let's see. It's bad, though. I feel bad when I go to look at a phone. When did I last hit somebody up? 1 year ago. Happy birthday. I hate when but you know what? He hasn't texted me, so I can't feel bad. Let's say good evening to the polar bear. I don't know how that was my impression.
When ENN first started,
Yeah,
did
sure.
it take 10 minutes to get to the first
No, come on. Michael wouldn't allow. Michael would have walked out at this point.
Your Michael's face would be in
It
his
feels
pillow.
like the
Michael-
intro leads right to the credits.
Michael,
it really does.
There would have been a meeting. There would have been a meeting about how we need to change ENN.
No, with Michael,
Let's get to it.
Let's just be clear about this.
Yes.
If Michael's in on the chicanery, then you can go as long as you want.
All right.
But if for some reason the chicanery is just not his vibe, it's not pertaining to him,
Okay.
then he's completely out and not paying attention.
Yeah.
And
Or-
will borderline report you to management.
Or
like,
it's leading into a Yankee Red Sox game.
well, Don, listen, there are serious days that require serious conversation. We have to be very, very serious. Speaking of Boston, I called my uncle today to check in and see how he's doing.
Aw.
And my cousin, they're about 40 minutes from Boston. And my cousin, Jeremy, was over at his house. Why? Still no power.
No.
Still no
Dude.
power. And my uncle goes,
What town's he
they're in, I forget. But it's like
Framingham?
It's like Rhode Island to Jace. No, further out than Framingham.
Attleboro?
They're close. They're like close to the water. They're the other way, like southeast of Boston. But like
the Cape.
My uncle said we were lucky. We only lost power from Monday morning to Tuesday night.
Jeez.
They got 3 feet of snow.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And guys, are we really, Anthony? Are we getting a storm on Monday?
Confirmed.
Listen, I'm not gonna. Who's to say? Because last week we were at 1 to 3. Remember when we got on the call on Friday? I said, guys, we got a big storm coming.
Yeah, I
no,
remember.
1 to 3 inches. I'm like, no. So now we're hearing like maybe 1 to 3 inches on Monday. Could that be 2 feet by Friday? By tomorrow night? Who knows? I have no idea. That's how I feel, Mr. Seal.
All right. If we get another 2 feet, I'm out.
Yeah, no, I'm out.
I think I'm
No,
out.
so
too.
do we all become Spike and St. Pete at that
Yeah,
point?
that's it.
That's all. You know what it
We
is?
did the show
it's
from St.
DHR
Pete.
and St. Pete.
Yeah, we
It's-
did the show from St.
We're
Pete.
joining him.
I got to figure out the Devils, but I can do this show anyway.
Yeah, exactly. We don't need to be here.
Hang on.
Let's hear from Dan Hurley. on snapping St. John's 13-game winning streak, and boy, did they do it with a vengeance last night.
Listen, they've been playing so well. The streak that they were on, I don't know what they came into the game with, 12 in a row or something. 13 in a row coming in. So, yeah, it was just our night. I think it just starts snowballing on you when you have a night like this. Obviously, we played really good defense on them, and I thought we demoralized them a little bit, when the score gets where the score got. And, I just think it was one of those nights where everything went great for us and everything went wrong for them, but we did a lot to make that happen.
You got to feel good about that.
That was
a shellacking.
That was, again, from my cousin Vinny. I could use a good ass kicking. I mean, that's what that was.
That was, I don't even know what you call that.
BTA.
Hot enough that Michael Kay started the show with.
Wow. Big news.
They didn't score for the last 17 minutes of the game.
That's a lot. That's a long time to go without scoring.
If they wanted that to happen, they could have had Maryland playing that game. They didn't need to do that.
Oh, wow.
That's a shot. Wow.
Oh, we're awful. We're awful. I think
even the Devils' offense is better than that.
Yeah. That's not what you want.
No.
All right, let's move over to a little foosball action. Here's Adam Schefter, the latest on Kyler Murray.
It sounds like he's hoping to be released, that he would have the freedom to choose where he wants. The problem that the Cardinals have is that more guaranteed money becomes due early in the league year, and they don't want to put any more guaranteed money due. Right now, when he's got $36.8 million due, an additional $17 million on March 15th, which I believe is the fourth day of the league year. And Arizona doesn't want to put more guaranteed money into Kyler Murray. Other teams know that, and that's why the market to trade for him is expected to be slow.
And zero.
You feel really bad for Kyler Murray these days when a team doesn't want you and you're going to get $38 million and another $17 million.
It could be worse. You can get up from it, right?
Well, he's got GTA. That's what's going for him right now.
And you got Schefter emphatically talking about you. That's something.
Emphatic.
You know what? That is a great point by you, Don.
He's going to get caught. Somebody's going to pick him up. It won't be the Jets.
I'm not sensing it.
It won't be the Jets. And he won't want to come to the Jets.
Why are you so confident they won't make the dumb decision?
Yeah.
I'm just
No,
curious.
he doesn't. He wouldn't want.
Oh, he'll say
I'm here.
He'll say I'm all set.
He's going to have options.
What, you think?
Oh yeah. No. If he's cut as a free agent, because you're not going to have to give him a ton
he'll have
of money.
options, but the Jets could pay him more.
But
if they wanted to go there,
he will not choose the Jets. He will not.
Listen, I don't think the Jets would do it.
It doesn't make sense.
$92 million under the cap, man. If they pay him more, I mean, this is an organization that paid Josh McCown $10 million to hold the clipboard.
I just don't. I don't think for him.
But boy, he held the hell out of that clipboard.
You want to go to a place like this? No way.
And you don't mean New York City?
No, I mean that.
You mean the New York Jets?
Florham Park.
Yeah.
Well, not Florham Park per se.
Where
what
the
else
Jets
is there?
reside.
Yeah, what else is there? Let's be honest.
Yeah, the location of the Jets franchise.
All right, back to Schefter. What's up with Tua, though, bruh?
It's a very difficult contract to trade, Jay. There is so much money due that it would be very difficult for Miami to find a trade partner, even if they are willing to pay down some of the money and give up a draft pick to another team to take on that Tua contract. At some point in time, the Dolphins are going to have to take their medicine, and it feels like the question becomes, do they simply release Tua now and eat the $99.1 million in dead cap money, which would be the highest total in NFL history, or whether they spread it out over 2 years and designate him a post-June 1st salary cap casualty?
Take your medicine. Take it.
No, none of these teams are going to find a trade partner for Tua or Kyler Murray.
Right.
It just can't happen.
No, they might have to make Tua a backup quarterback and live with the fact that they're going to have to just pay him that and live like a $90 million cap hit to send somebody away. That just that doesn't make any sense.
Now, so what do? You go get Willis and just say, Tua, sorry, you're just going to sit and watch?
Yeah.
Or do you get a competent backup and just hope he could stay healthy? Because if he stays healthy, he's not bad, right?
Yeah,
so
I don't know.
You just have to make sure you've got some insurance in case he gets hurt again.
What did Denver have? What did they end up doing with Russell Wilson? Didn't they have to eat like a ridiculous amount of cap space?
That was a, how do I say, not ideal situation.
No, it was not. But at least they had Bo Nix. Like they had.
I was going to say, and at least you got a great parking spot if you're Russell
Oh,
Wilson.
that okay. But I'm like Miami still needs to get a quarterback. And if you want Malik Willis, that's not gonna be cheap.
No.
Yeah, people are saying it $30 to $35 million for Malik Willis.
That is kind of crazy.
$100 million for two quarterbacks.
I feel like 30 to me is the max that I'm giving. I'm interested in Malik, but I feel like it's 30 million.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
Let's go to Nick Sirianni on Rich Eisen. Will A.J. Brown be with the Eagles next year?
I can only say I love A.J. Brown. He is a great teammate. He is a great football player. And when's that? Have you ever heard me say, I guarantee you win this game? I guarantee.
Yeah, I was ready. I was ready.
Yeah,
I was ready from the start. Once you start giving me that BS, all right, we're moving.
Well, listen.
He's just a great guy.
And I love A.J. Brown, and I love the player. I love the person. I'm really grateful for the relationship I have.
Well, he's still going.
He's selling.
He's just the best. When we trade him, it's not my fault. Don't blame me. I loved him.
No. And he naturally became Southern, like Allen in there too.
Yeah.
He's part of my family. Bob Saleh.
Sure.
Was on McAfee. And he was asked about how many kids he has.
How many kids again?
8. 8 blessings.
Jeez. Still going?
She gets me when I'm sleeping.
Not a bad.
It was all worth it, folks.
She gets me when I'm sleeping.
I mean, listen, it's a lot of
How
men.
does that work? Unless it's just as he's getting up.
Well, no, he's
literally.
He's just that good. You know what I mean? He can be dead asleep. He can be dead asleep. He can be dead asleep and get the job done.
He's a great guy, but dude, that's so much. And I'm sure they've got a nanny, or if not two.
I would think they have a nanny. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But for all the responsibilities you have as a coach, to have that many kids, man, because you can't be involved. You just can't. It's hard.
He's coaching.
No, it's a great question. Like, if you're being honest, if you're not playing yo-yo games, you're being completely honest. How well can you truly know, like, the youngest ones? Or the ones that are, like, the most busy, and you're also busy. Like, there has to be a time when it gets... Like,
especially during the season?
Like, during that season...
Well, you know you're in the facility 12, 15 hours. Like, you're there all day. All day.
Well, and also, hold on. Where are Saleh's kids? Like, the ones who are in school. Did they all just move back? Did they stay in San Francisco? No. They moved to New York.
Yeah.
Did they all went back to San Francisco?
Yeah.
So what are they doing now?
Do we know the age range?
They're going to move to Tennessee. So you're going to have gone, if you're in school, San Francisco, New York, San Francisco, Tennessee?
Yeah, that's what happens.
And listen, whether it's 1 or 8, it's still an adjustment for however many kids you have.
Yes.
But I don't even know if I told the story on the air. When we decided to have kids, Nancy says to me, you're giving the Jets up. Like, you're not doing Jets and Rangers and ESPN. Not going to happen. We're not doing this. Because she's like, because it'll all be on her. And it's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. Listen, I got to make a living. But luckily, I was in a position where it's like I had to give something up.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't be, Rangers in Toronto on Saturday and then, come back and be gone all day doing Jets and have that go on for, 5-6 months every year. And this is a guy that he's got it going on not just during the season, but, he'll be at the Senior Bowl and he'll be at the Combine and he'll be at the draft. It's God bless him, man, but like your wife deserves a friggin' medal.
He's got 53 players that he also has to consider somewhat like he would consider children. I need to know all of them. I need to know them, care about them. It's a lot.
Here's a photo, a rare photo I just found.
Rare.
Of when he went to the Titans, of Saleh with the whole family. First of all,
rare photo. His wife's not pregnant.
So she's not pregnant, but first of all, I'm going to say something respectfully.
Okay.
Because that's the kind of, respectful is my middle name.
Yeah, of course.
Peter Respectful Rosenberg. I'm looking at his wife, and I'm getting a better understanding of the 8 kids.
God bless.
She's a lovely young woman.
Yes.
Now, these kids.
Well, what did you expect?
Well, I know.
Right.
He's a handsome man and very successful. But these kids range from full-on teenager to a baby that here looks to be about Maya's age.
He had one born 2026.
2026?
That would be this year. And it's only February.
No, not 26. No. I'm doing the math. 4, 8. Are you saying 2026? Because if there's 2026, I got an update for you, folks. It's not 8. It's 9.
So,
because it's like online when you look, it's like speculation. Now he just said 8, right? We have the proof.
She might be due.
How many kids again?
Oh, no. 8 kids.
Jeez.
Okay.
Still going?
So this kid's not 20.
Right.
But man, it is something. I credit what listen, I can barely handle 1. So the fact that you're able to do 8 now, I do know they get exponentially sort of easier because by the end you don't even care.
And the
They're
older
just running
ones help
roughshod.
out.
Olders are helping. The others are running all over the place.
right. By the second one, they're juggling knives. By the 8th one, it's like you just.
Well, no, it's like the little one. His bed is just an electrical socket. We don't even care. He just jumps right in.
That's right. It just takes a bath with a toaster.
What? Oh, they become the Osmonds. They all learn to dance. Put them in front of a camera, make some money.
Maybe that's what he's doing. He's trying to actually build a football team.
Well, that way it'll be all built in. Wow. That's very impressive. That'll do it, ladies and gentlemen, for ENN. Okay. We still, now listen, I lied because I said I was going to play Hal audio. Didn't play.
Oh.
That's my fault, though.
No, yeah, Don,
well,
I blame you, Don.
The long intro into the credits is part of the problem.
That's part of the problem. We also have CC on Michael K.
Don, God forbid we don't do any football. We had to make sure if we were going to do something.
You know me and John Winthrop.
We got to protect our phony baloney jobs.
Now, you know me and John Winthrop have a secret relationship where we say no matter what, we're going football.
Yeah.
But we also have to play the CC on Michael K, too. So we have CC on Michael K. We got Hal Steinbrenner.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
well, we don't
Yankees
have Hal.
fans.
We actually have Scott Boras
on. I think
telling us about Hal.
About Hal. Sorry.
Right on
wait. So hold on. You know what? I'm proud that I skipped.
Yeah, Don's good.
Don, aren't you happy that I skipped Scott for you?
Yeah. You know what?
But this was a
mañana.
Later, Don.
Oh, Don's out. Have a good call, Don.
He hates Boras audio.
I know he does.
It's going to be awkward.
But
you didn't include any of his bad jokes, did you? We don't have any songs or nicknames, do you?
I think this was a real interview. He doesn't perform.
No limerick
when it's not. What is it? The winter meetings.
Mm-hmm.
That's when he performs.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
Well, again, you'll hear what he has to say about Hal Steinbrenner and how he compares, of course, to Father George and that conversation we had from the other day. And of course, yes, CC Sabathia in getting into Monument Park.
Not only CC
to him.
CC plus LCC, the Last Call crew. 1-800-919-3776. We'll talk to you guys next. And if you've ever wanted to go to the NBA Finals, now's your chance, courtesy of FanDuel. All you got to do is use your profit boost on an NBA future, and you'll be entered for a shot to win an NBA Finals trip for 2. NBA futures let you lock in your pick for who you think will go all the way, whether it's a team to win the championship, conference title, whatever. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started. Play your game with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. 21 and over, physically present in New York. No purchase necessary. Limit 1 entry. For Profit Boost token, opt-in required. Must apply Profit Boost token on select market. Restrictions apply. See full terms, including methods of entry, at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Mornings with DiPietro and Rosenberg.
So Mets get to and falter in the divisional round.
Yeah, I think it's a step in the right direction.
Anything outside of missing the playoffs is a step in the right direction. What for you makes a successful season?
Well, it starts with the playoffs. I mean, would I like to win the division? Yeah, I'd absolutely like to win the division. I think it's going to have to be, at the very least, you're winning a playoff series.
DiPietro and Rosenberg, morning 6 to 10 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
Have you ever wanted to go to the NBA Finals? Well, now's your chance, courtesy of FanDuel. All you have to do is use your profit boost on an NBA future, and you'll be entered for a shot to win an NBA Finals trip for 2. NBA futures let you lock in your pick for who you think will go all the way, whether it's a team to win the championship or a conference title. Have you ever wanted to go to the NBA Finals? Well, now's your chance, courtesy of FanDuel. All you have to do is use your profit boost on an NBA future, and you'll be entered for a shot to win an NBA Finals trip for 2. Visit FanDuel.com/local to get started. Play your game with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. 21 plus and physically present in New York. No purchase necessary. Limit 1 entry for Profit Boost token. Opt-in required. Must apply Profit Boost token on select market. Restrictions apply. See full terms, including methods of entry, at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Think premium meat has to come with a premium price? Not at Wild Fork Foods. Right now, Brazilian beef tenderloin is only $10 a pound, and Atlantic salmon portions are just $9.98 a pound. That's incredible value on premium cuts. Plus, Wild Fork offers over 450 meat and seafood options, all blast frozen to lock in freshness and flavor. Visit one of their 7 locations across Long Island and New Jersey, or get same-day delivery at wildforkfoods.com.
It starts with the first early morning, the uniform, the training, the challenge. Every trooper remembers day one at the academy. But where they end up, no 2 stories are the same. At the New York State Police, the path you take is up to you. If you're ready for a career with endless opportunities for growth, start here. Go anywhere. Apply today at joinstatepolice.ny.gov.
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge, or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
30 for 30 presents the Philly Special.
38 seconds to go. We're on the 1-yard line, 4th down. We call timeout.
It was all about the Patriots. They were built for this. Nobody was quite sure what the Eagles were built for.
Right away, the Philly Special jumped in my mind. You want Philly, Philly?
My pause was just like,
yeah, let's do it.
That's it.
This isn't the play of the game, folks. This is the play of the season.
Stream the Philly Special now on the ESPN app.
Well, Don thinks not worthy of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, probably not, but they weren't bad.
Did we ever hear it? Did I miss it? Did I miss it? Did we ever hear the My All remix?
No, we did not.
Wow. Well,
all right.
He doesn't care. He's had enough.
I mean, if you've been paying attention, I played at least one song from each artist.
But not My All remix.
You want me to play 2 of everything?
Like, wow. Well, no, remember we said...
You know what? He's feeling himself today.
No, he's
pushing back. I've never heard Jake push back.
He's dumping. He's...
I don't think he respects you, Peter.
Ross has had a long day. We can go till 7:30.
No.
No, you good?
Oh,
but all I'm saying is, she said she really wanted to hear it, and I thought we would. But
you know what? I got you. I'll finish the show.
No, listen,
it's
okay.
We've heard enough Phil Collins. I think New World Order and
yeah, come on.
Haven't heard some New World. Yeah.
My All remix. That's something.
A New Order, actually.
Oh, you know what? I'm thinking about NWO.
The NWO is a wholly different order, isn't it?
It's a very different thing.
Okay. Well, because I teased it, I have to.
You pay it off.
Scott Boras. For those who hate Hal Steinbrenner and feel like he's soft Already?
Sorry.
I didn't even. I haven't heard this yet.
That was actually Anthony. That was very good.
I am curious to see what he has to say about the Yankee owner.
I've known Hal Steinbrenner for a long time, and I negotiated with his father and with him. I learned something in the Juan Soto pursuit in the meeting when Hal was there, is that I saw an emotional commitment to competitiveness. I had not seen that personally before. You know, we have conversations, we talk a lot on the phone, but I hadn't seen that in Hal. And I saw it again this year with Cody Bellinger. Again, where this is our guy. This is who we really want. It's our focus, what we're going to do. We obviously had to take a timetable of that negotiation, which is sometimes difficult for teams to deal with, but they stuck with it. That was their plan. That's what they wanted to do. And so the idea of being competitive, being personally committed, being involved, I've seen a transition in that in Hal, where I think that's how he feels about his leadership with the Yankees.
All right, so sounds like he's trying to tell us that he used to be laid back, soft, not as aggressive, but not anymore. Lately, he's getting a little more like the old man. Interesting, no?
If it's true.
Well, what do you think? He's just totally making this up?
I don't, but I kind of will believe it when I'm able to sense this.
I think we got the sense like he didn't want to let Bellinger go.
Yeah, something.
All right.
I mean, I don't know. Anthony, let's ask Anthony. You're Mr. Yankee fan. Are you moved?
Yeah. Nothing?
Well, the thing, I would say that's great to hear. I think you go farther than that. And, of course, Scott wasn't involved in those negotiations. It goes back to when the late-night call in Italy with Judge.
Right.
Where Hal said enough. We have to get this done.
Right.
You've heard that more. So it doesn't surprise me he's still doing it. But I guess it validates a lot of Yankee fans' thoughts of Hal was not George. Apparently, up until the Soto and Bellinger negotiations with Boras, he wasn't.
But he didn't want to lose anyone.
And I guess the Judge negotiations is where he finally put his foot down and said, "No, we have to do this."
Yeah,
and he did it.
Because remember, with Soto, they just kept going and going and going, and Soto just wanted to be a Met.
And their argument will now be, "Well, why isn't your payroll $400 million?" And then we get back into he doesn't have that money.
Right. And then we just go round and round on that. But I do think that is something that we need to keep in mind. It does seem like that there was a time where that narrative was right. And Hal was hesitant to spend, hesitant to go after anybody aggressively. But when it comes to these are players we want to keep or we need, he was recently. I don't know how that's going to change their pursuit because, Bryce Harper becomes available. Are they going to, whatever it takes to bring him in, knowing how much he'd probably love to be here? I don't know. I don't think anybody's ever going to take on the Dodgers toe-to-toe. I just don't think it's possible when you're as we've called it, they're the mom and pop. They're a very, very...
They're a rich mom and
very,
pop.
Very, very rich mom and pop.
Very, very rich
very
mom and pop.
successful.
Yeah.
But in
It's
comparison
different.
to
Right.
hedge fund money and corporate money,
It is not the same.
mom and pop. So that's, I just find that interesting to hear from Boras because there's no reason for him to say that. Do you care to hear what he says about Steve Cohen?
That actually, yeah, sure.
Yeah? Okay.
With Steve Cohen, it's there's just not much in a competitive environment that he doesn't win at. He's just very good at it, brilliant at it. When he puts his mind to something, you can see that he has every focus to do things in a manner that are strategic. They're evolved. They are detailed. There is a constant dig to find personnel for the next generation of talent. And I think this is what we hope the game should bring. Well, to our country, we want to attract owner geniuses. We want the geniuses in all fields to come to our country. All of these things, I think,
I could sense that you checked out early on this one.
Yeah, that didn't give me what I was...
We might like Limerick Boras better. Thoughts?
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to give us one of your weird songs, buddy.
Yeah. Some other news. Right. That's what that felt like. Magic City.
I know. Well,
know of it?
Of course I do.
Atlanta, famous, well-known gentleman's club.
That's right. Very popular.
Very popular because they have great wings.
Lou Pepper once left the bubble just for those wings.
That's right, lemon pepper.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yes. So the Atlanta Hawks, who can't draw flies these days, are partnering up with Magic City, of all places. and they're having a night. Magic City Monday.
What?
Yeah.
I got to tell you, this is edgy.
This
is actual edgy.
There are even hoodies.
They got hoodies?
Yeah, they do. I might have to cop one. March 16th, the Hawks, and they'll play that night. Who would be the appropriate opponent when you're having a Magic City night?
Orlando.
The Orlando Magic.
Ooh. Although it's kind of weird. It's almost like you're promoting them, but
it's weird, but whatever works, right?
So what does this include this night?
They will actually serve at the arena to purchase lemon pepper wings, the famous wings.
Wow.
T.I. will be performing at halftime.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is actually something.
You're thinking it's something now.
This is something. This is actually going out there if you're the Atlanta Hawks. Listen,
Yeah.
They got rid of Trae Young this year. It's rebuild time.
It is.
We got to figure out what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
Let's do something to bring people in the building. This is something.
So this is the headline of their press release. The Hawks to celebrate Atlanta's iconic cultural institution, Magic City, during team's Magic City Monday game. Iconic cultural institution.
You know what, boys?
You're moving to Atlanta.
Road trip?
I think I might need to go on assignment right quick.
Yeah.
Now, tell me this though: is there going to be actual stripping? Because if not, we're playing games.
Yeah.
Tonka truck, as some would say.
I mean, they.
You know what I mean?
They have a co-branded the hoodie I told you about, co-branded limited edition hoodie, which means how are we getting our hands on this thing? We got to figure that out.
But if you're not going to see if we don't get actual nudity, what are we doing?
You want actual nudity?
What are we doing?
Full on.
Yeah, that would be take it to the next level. Or it's 1, 2, 3. Let's be good.
So Atlanta's own T.I. performed some of his well-known tracks at halftime.
Oh, look at that!
Presented by Jack Daniels, of course. They've also teamed up with the coolest DJ in the world, DJ Esco.
Oh, it's DJ Esco to you
course,
and me.
Yeah,
Sure.
to you and me. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Anything else?
I got to tell you,
I'm seeing nothing about stripping, dancing. No.
It's still
nothing about dancers. Still,
no strippers or dancers.
There's a lot in this press release. Magic City Kitchen will serve 2 versions of their world famous lemon pepper wings.
Now, who do you think is serving?
Blue Will lemon pepper.
Now here's the
barbecue and traditional lemon pepper.
But here's the question though: who's serving the rings? The wings.
Yeah,
I should say.
Still,
because
the
waitresses,
no word.
Because the waitresses could be, you know what I'm saying?
From the food to the music and the exclusive merchandise, we're excited to team up with Magic City. We're missing one element, are we not?
The strippers.
Food, right? Music, merchandise. Missing one element. It's still no reference whatsoever. Now, they do have a dance team.
Well,
that might get interesting.
God bless. You know what I mean?
Oh, we have a quote from T.I.
I live for prison rules.
You want to hear what T.I. has to say in the statement?
What did Tip have?
In a statement, T.I. said, quote, "We doing this one for the city. Magic City."
Okay.
End quote.
If he was that bad.
That's because it's the South. Because when you're talking about the dirty South, you got to talk about Alan Hahn.
Out 5 games on the road. On the road. Well, I want to get on the road.
Alan Hahn,
get down to Atlanta for some Magic City.
Oh, well, you know when Alan
Blue
Hahn's
Will wings.
When Alan's on the road, you know what it is.
Yeah. Wow. So it'll be a hoodie, wings, and basketball.
But listen, in all seriousness, that is
This
pretty
is a
fun.
very, very interesting.
It's a fun, edgy thing to do. I respect the league. I respect the league for going for it.
And you think Adam Silver, just him co-signing this, it's cool.
I think so. I mean, listen, I know
the NBA.com has a story on it.
Yes, they do. It's a press release. I was reading from it.
So people may be offended, but I think it's pretty cool.
One question about the hoodies is, will kid sizes be available?
Well, listen. Again.
Another said this, from MLK jerseys to Magic City night. Name me another city with this sort of range.
No, it's Atlanta. No, listen, Atlanta deserves this credit. And Alan, you were telling me that going to a Hawks game is sometimes feels like you're at Magic City just by going to the game.
Respectfully.
Right.
Halftime, you always take a tour around the concourse.
God bless.
You know what I mean?
God bless. Me bless.
Always take a tour. You want some tickets?
Oh, you bet.
New York soccer fans, are you ready for tickets? Saturday, March 7th, New York City FC opens the season.
My God.
At home against Orlando City.
Oh, like Magic City.
In the Magic City. Kickoff is set for 2:30 p.m. at, of course, Yankee Stadium. It's an Eastern Conference matchup you don't want to miss as New York City FC returns to the Bronx. Be there when the boys in blue take the field for the first time this season at home. For your chance to be there in person, enter now at ESPNNewYork.com or through the ESPN New York app. Tickets are available now at Ticketmaster.com/NYCFC. 800-919-3776. Last call crew next. Don Hahn Rosenberg, ESPN New York.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Focus Features presents the film Hamnet. From director Chloe Zhao and producers Steven Spielberg and Sam Mendes, the AFI hails. Hamnet lifts the audience high above humanity. And now, the Golden Globe winner for Best Picture of the Year has been nominated for 8 Academy Awards, including Best Actress Jessie Buckley and Best Picture of the Year. Hamnet, our stories live forever. Rated PG-13, may be inappropriate for children under 13. Now playing in theaters everywhere.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Rings End is your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. They're your store for quality with a full line of brilliant and durable Benjamin Moore paints. They're your store for inspiration with thousands of colors and a variety of sheens. And Rings End is your store for expertise with one-on-one advice for contractors and homeowners. Insist on Benjamin Moore paint from Rings End because the gorgeous color you love can't be matched in another brand of paint.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
This is Rick Brunson, the assistant coach from the New York Knicks. I'll be driving to our games this season in style in my new Jeep Gladiator from Princeton Jeep. My friends at Princeton Jeep gave me all-star treatment, and you can expect the same thing. Just mention I sent you, and they'll treat you like family. Princeton Jeep has tons of inventory and great deals on new vehicles. Visit Princeton Jeep at 1045 State Road in Princeton, New Jersey, or online at PrincetonJeeps.com and tell them Rick Brunson sent you.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-731-4558 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as one day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
Hahn Rosenberg is live from the Big East Tournament presented by Schweppes, Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea, and Samuel Adams. Join DHR broadcasting live from the Irish Exit inside Moynihan Train Hall for a Big East extravaganza. Big East legends Charles Smith and Walter Berry will join us on site as we break down the action and relive the glory days. All courtesy of Schweppes. Stop by beginning at 3 p.m. Enter to win great prizes and make the Irish Exit your headquarters when the Big East takes center stage. Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea is available at Avenida and the Rutherford. Must be 21 or older to purchase. Please drink responsibly.
So this is it?
This is the My All remix.
Okay.
I'm curious to hear where it goes. Like, hold on. Here we go, bass line. Here we go.
Yep. Nope. We're just gonna keep ad-libbing here for a minute.
Yeah, we
just play on.
Listen, Pete's doing
play on. Anytime, Mariah. Okay.
It's kind of cool.
All
I don't
right.
really know it. It takes a little time to get going.
Yeah. That used to bother me. The ones that like the remixes that just take forever to get to the song.
Well, you got to tell people it's a remix.
Yeah.
How are they going to know if it's a remix if you don't say this is the remix?
This is the remix.
Or remix over and over again for a long time.
Right.
Think about it.
Like that was the most annoying part. Is the ad lib stuff. And you just get to the song, guys. I get it. You're on this one. I get it. You're on the track.
Right. No, you're here now.
We got it now.
No, the remix.
Turn me up. Well,
Like, listen,
we got it.
But that's part of the fun.
You know what else is fun? Game time. Brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. Can you do a remix of this? Because when it's game time.
Hey. It's Tully time.
It is Tully time. Rangers back from the Olympic break facing the Flyers. Anthony's excited. Coverage immediately following Dan Grassa on 880 at 7:30. It's an 8 o'clock puck drop for those wondering why it's later than usual. Islanders also back in action. They take on the Canadiens up in Montreal. That's at 7, so right after us. You can watch some Islander hockey if you'd like. And if you're missing Don LaGreca, you can watch him on MSG again tonight, back-to-back LaGreca. Devils visiting the Penguins at 7. And then, if you want to watch Wemby and the Spurs, you know who they play.
The Spurs.
Yeah.
I love when Wemby plays the Spurs. Honestly, that's the matchup you're looking for.
It really is. It'll be better than this matchup. The Nets are hosting the Spurs at 7:30. Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Well, you want to
do it?
You want to do it?
I do.
Yeah, you always
Well,
do.
listen. I'm in the mood.
Are you?
For what we call some big dick in Manhattan.
Hi, Peter, Don, Alan. Hi, Peter. Hi, Alan. The most underrated rock and roll song ever. 1973, Rick Derringer, Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo. That is such a great song. I never hear anybody talking about it.
Wow.
And Sade, when she came out with Smooth Operator, October of 79.
Movement.
Wow. That was unbelievable. You know what I did yesterday, Peter?
What's that?
Alan, first time in 45 years. I was throwing snowballs. And as kids, we used to call it was good packing. You know, that's when you could
it was the ultimate. It was the ultimate. Were you one of the ones you weren't involved in the
I was throwing them at garbage cans.
Not the
And believe it or not, the idiot mayor that thought it's good that you can throw snowballs at a policeman's head is a schmuck.
Yeah,
I mean, you throw it at the guy's ankle or throw it at his knee. You don't throw it at his head.
That's where
you throw
it. You know what? You didn't think Richard would have the most reasonable take that there is.
Yeah.
This
is Richard. If you're going to throw a snowball at a cop,
aim at
don't
the knees.
throw it at his. It's like
There you
baseball.
go.
It's like
At least
baseball.
you're-
Hit him
yeah.
in the lower back. Everything's
Correct.
fine.
Wow.
I wouldn't go for it, but at least you're not an idiot. Throwing it at somebody's head, you got to be.
Well,
you guys were talking about big name announcers, and the first big name announcer, Solo. You'll know the name right away. When he did the game, it was big. Kurt Gowdy. Man, that guy can do it all.
Sure.
He was great. Mm-hmm. Then you had a guy, Jack Whitaker, who was exactly like Jim Nance. Did football, but he also did a lot of golf. A little boring like Nance, same type. But Kurt Gowdy was huge. Now, the best two-man I ever heard, it was a tie. Before Summerall and Madden, there was Summerall and Brookshire. They were great. They were must listen to. And Brookshire was really good until he got in trouble. But then you had also, ABC had the game of the week. And by the way, if you can ever get the song, Alan, it is unbelievable. The NBA game of the week. Anyway, Twyman and Schenkel did those. And then you want to talk about the greatest three-man, Alan?
Okay.
Ever. Three-man. Greatest. Enberg, McGuire, and Packer, 1977. When they did a college basketball game, forget about it. And you want to know how great Twyman was? Twyman played with Oscar Robertson, Maurice Stokes. Maurice Stokes was a black man who got paralyzed. Twyman organized a benefit charity up at Kutcher's in the Jewish Alps in the Catskills every year. Chamberlain, Russell, Robertson, West, they all played in an exhibition game. It drew tons of people for charity, and they played all out. This guy Twyman was way ahead of his time. Then he did the games with Chris Schenkel on the ABC Game of the Week, the NBA game. Man, they were great. That's how good they were. Now, as far as Thibodeau goes, he's the only guy that can light a fire under Cat. Mike Brown is a nice guy. But Thibodeau made all these guys better. Brunson, DiVincenzo, Hart, Derrick Rose, Jimmy Butler, Julius Randle. No offense to Mike Brown, but to be honest, fellas, when I saw Mike Brown hugging Draymond Green after Draymond Green mugged Cat after the Knicks blew a 17-point lead and lost to the Golden State, that's all I had to see. He's a nice guy, but he's not an NBA coach. Would Bill Parcells do that? Would Jeff Van Gundy do that? Billy Martin do that? Red Holtzman do that? Pat Riley? No. But no, it's not against Mike Brown. He's just a very nice guy. That's all.
Richard's a very good call. You brought a lot of good things.
But that's usually what happens after you go from the taskmaster coach. Like it always tends to happen.
Well,
Everybody kind of like,
especially if the team complained.
Yeah.
So if it came from the team, and and Tibbs didn't get backed up by Jalen, he didn't put his foot down, and they let it happen.
Yep.
In all likelihood, they're going to go a softer direction. I think we can all admit that's what it looks like. At least it is.
Yeah.
With Mike Brown, so it's not a bad point from Richard. It's fair.
It is fair, and it's what happens though is the minute that the taskmaster coach steps aside, it's almost like everybody just kind of exhales, and if that coach that comes in doesn't have that same kind of firm grip on the team and lets it loosen up a little bit, well, it's a lot harder now to bring them back and be tough on them. So we'll see how things go for the rest of the season. Knicks play tomorrow night in Milwaukee. Well, we will be here with you tomorrow, so everybody have a great night.
We're definitely going to be late for